All right, and we're live.
Oh, we are. Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. I'm trying to read over in the comment section. Okay, am I blurry to you guys? Let me know, like, before we get started if I'm blurry.
Okay, you're blurry on my screen, but you look clear on the regular screen.
On the regular screen? Okay, well, we're
so
good.
I guess that means we're good. Let us know if Michelle's blurry, because she's blurry on my screen, but not blurry on... I'm also looking at the YouTube video thing, and she's not blurry. So let me know. Okay, Renee said you're fine. Let's see. A few more people say that, then I think you're good to go. But yeah, you are blurry on my end.
Okay, so it's you.
I'm blurry? I don't look blurry. Am I blurry? Okay, they said I'm not blurry either.
You're the reason that we're late. Thank you. I just wanted to get that out there.
Whatever. You doing your Instagram thing?
Yeah, of course. 1 second. And oh, I got a little cut sideways. Hold on. You can see a rim and get close. Jesus. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are live, the Budget Misses, that is, and we are on my channel. We're going to be talking about cash envelopes. So get your booties over here right now. Okay.
Okay.
Yay. Okay, I think we're good. I wanted to shout out our shirts. I wanted to do that. And I wanted to make sure that we say exactly where we got them from. And I don't want to tear up anybody's name. So it's Anika Creative Plans. Creative Closet. Sorry. So that's why I was saying I wanted to read it.
Oh.
And this is the Budget Mission shirt. And like the texture of the t-shirt feels really good.
It's pretty cool. I'm going to link her. I'm going to put, oh yeah, because it is at Anika's with a K.
Yeah, it's all with a K.
Creative. Okay.
Yeah.
Closet on
Anika's Creative Closet.
Anika sent these to us. It was supposed to be a surprise. However, my P.O. box is not listed anywhere, and Michelle's is. So she sent Michelle one, and then I was in my feelings because I'm like, how are you going to send it? Even if you don't like love me, you can't just send one half of the Budget Misses a shirt. But whole time I was jumping to conclusions, and she was going to send me one. She just needed to figure out my P.O. box. But anyway, I have one. So mine came right after Michelle's. So
yay. So we official now because we both in our Budget Misses shirts.
I forgot about mine because I put it up because I'm only going to wear it twice a month. You know, I'm not going to be wearing it around. And so Michelle was like, go put your shirt on. So here we are. Yeah, she makes shirts. She has an Instagram. She also has a planner Instagram, Anika Creative Plans with a K as well. But she is a t-shirt shop owner and a crochet lover. She does custom orders and all of that. So she does a lot of cool shirts and such. And you can find those and her work on, she even does foil shirts on her Instagram page. So, or I think you can email her probably. Yeah, you can email her too at Anika's Creative Closet at Gmail for custom orders and whatnot as well. But yeah, shout out to her. She might come in here at some point.
Yeah, she usually comes in and stuff. So you guys make sure you go support because I love supporting people that support us. So make sure you guys support because we're on the shirt.
You introducing us? You doing the intro?
Okay. It's been one of them days today. If y'all didn't watch my Instagram stories, I just been off the chain all day. So I am E.Michelle and this is Shay Budgets, and together we make the Budget Misses, and we share our stories and our lives on YouTube, and we thought this would be a good series, kind of like a little show where we get a chance to talk to everyone and share on some different topics. So that's what we do here with the Budget Misses, and we'll be going on tour, which we will be letting you guys know more about towards the end of the show. So Shay is going to tell you guys what we're going to talk about today. Take it from here.
Okay, so today we're talking about cash envelopes, and we have plenty of topics to cover. So Definitely we will be around for a long time. But today we're going to be talking about cash envelopes. And Michelle has some cash envelopes to share. I have some cash envelopes to share. You've probably seen hers. You've probably never seen mine because I don't actually use cash envelopes, although I am a fan. So today we're going to talk about what cash envelopes are, the purpose of them, when we got introduced to them, why we even started to use them, why Michelle continues to use them, why I ditched them, all of that. And then, of course, you got to stick around until the end if you want to hear about our little thing that we have in store for you guys, of course. So let's go ahead and start with Michelle. Do you want to talk about what cash envelopes are?
Sure. Okay. So cash envelopes are an extra way for you to give your money a place to go, which is what we do. We're supposed to allocate our money and give it a home and a name. So by using the cash envelopes, for me, my definition would be a way for me not to overspend my money in certain categories. There isn't a specific category that you have to use. You use them for whatever category you want to. What I always tell people is to start with those categories that may be, like, for me, I was going to the grocery store and I would just spend, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was spending. But now that I'm using a cash envelope and I'm putting that money in there, I don't overspend anymore because once it's gone, it's gone. Like, you're not using any extra money. So that's what a cash envelope is.
Yes, I love the idea of a cash envelope because especially in categories for which you have trouble overspending. And I'll share with you guys later why we eventually ditched it, because I do get questions about it. It's just not something. I'll share with you my struggles and, we'll talk about that. But I do think it's an amazing idea because essentially we're kind of used to swiping our cards and swiping. And then we have no real idea how much we actually spent because we're swiping at Ulta and Michael's and the mall and McDonald's and gas. And in a day, if we're not paying attention, we could easily overspend, spend way too much money than what we actually have or what we needed to spend, all of that kind of stuff. So essentially, it's kind of like the reason why I am a fan is because it is an easy visual. So if you put at the beginning of your month, you put $400 in your grocery budget, well, technically that tells you that you should probably spend about $100 of your cash every week, or every shopping trip at the grocery store. And it lets you know that, when you're down to 200, you have 100 left, or when you get down to 50 something, you have 50 something left. And if you exceed if you empty out your cash envelope and you have to swipe your card, then clearly you have overspent in that particular category. So I'm all for visuals. So I am a fan, but I am also going to share with you guys why I struggled with them and why we have not yet returned. Although one day I do kind of plan to return. So anyway, that's what a cash envelope is. And the cool thing is today we're going to show you guys a couple of different cash envelopes. I actually have about 3 different ones that I can share, or I really don't have to share them because some of them are pretty simple, but I can talk about, but you can make your own. You can buy some. A lot of people actually even will, instead of using a cash envelope or like an envelope, they will use like a clip. So they'll clip their money together and put it in a wallet. There are wallets out there that you can purchase that are specifically created for such a thing. So it's all types of different ways that you can use this idea of a cash envelope. It's just up to you with what works better. So like Michelle, she puts her cash envelopes in her planner that she carries around. The ones that I was using, I kind of was just carrying them loosely. But I'm going to share, like I said, why I was a little annoyed with them. And maybe I may get talked back into them at some point. But anyway, that's what a cash envelope is. And that's kind of the purpose of it. So do you want to share when you got introduced to them, why you started to use them, and how you've hung on for so long?
Okay, well, I got introduced to them through Dave Ramsey, the Total Money Makeover, whole little process there. And I actually, I don't know, I was so afraid of cash. I thought cash was the opposite of having a debit card, if that makes sense. So it's better to have cash, but I was so stuck on I need my plastic. And I would swipe every and anywhere, and it didn't matter. And I found myself overspending in things. So this system seemed like it was going to be something worth trying, just to try something different, because the motto is living like no one else so that you can live like no one else later. So with that, I was like, I'll give this a try. And it just so happened that Kita came out with some cash envelopes at the same time I was getting into everything. And so I was like, okay, this is perfect. I can try it. And I want to make some of my own, or I can just use a regular envelope. But I'm a visual person. So with me being so visual, I like it to be colorful, or, you know, kind of nice and stuff like that. So I was really drawn towards Kita's cash envelopes. And I stuck with them, honestly, because it just works for me. I thought I wasn't going to stick with it because, okay, one of my categories was gas. Yes, I could use my card to swipe it or whatever, but I found myself just going to the gas station, not paying attention because I had money. Okay, so I don't need to worry about my tank. I don't need to whatever. But having that in a cash envelope made me think twice about where I'm going, how I'm traveling, how I'm using my gas, because I would just put miles on a card for no reason. And now that I keep a cash envelope, I'm not doing that as much because I'm like, oh, Chad, you only got $30 more. What you gonna do, baby? Because once it's out, where you go? So that's one way that it just works for my lifestyle that I have. And there's been weeks where I've tried to not do it. And there's been weeks where I've gotten the money out and I haven't separated it, and it's just been there. And I'm like, okay, I need to do better. And I find when those weeks happen, I look at my card and I've spent more on my debit card. And I've spent more than what I was supposed to. So like, even though I'm putting the money back after I get done, but not having it in its specific categories didn't do anything for me. So I started doing it now because literally, I mean, I carry them around in my planner. This is my little mini planner. And then in here in the back, the way that they're made, they just stick into your planner. So they're with me all the time because my planner is with me all the time. And I don't feel like someone's going to steal my cash, because you don't know what's in here unless you were like really going through somebody's planner. You don't really know what's in there. So yeah, that's my cash envelope story. I feel like for me, it just literally works because I like to be able to see my money going places, and I enjoy the fact of me not spending all the money in my cash envelopes. It gives me a sort of gratification that I wasn't getting before by swiping my card.
As for me, I kind of got introduced to it the same way, and I'm going to share with you guys my struggle with it. And I normally don't really share my struggles or why I don't do certain things, because I never want any, given this platform, I understand the platform that I have, and I never want somebody to not do something because I'm doing it, or even to do something because I'm doing it, you know, like beneath it all. I really don't want people, you know, just because I get a $100 free Erin Condren box with goodies in it, I don't want people going out purchasing that stuff just because, you know, I like the stuff, or I'm talking good about the stuff. So I don't like to do either of those things. And so I've never really shared why I hate cash envelopes. But the reason why I hate them is because my husband, here's the issue. Okay, so this is how it would work. So we would give ourselves like, we were doing weekly cash envelopes, and we would give ourselves like $20 each for gas to put gas in our car. And we would give ourselves an allowance, and we would give ourselves food money, and we would give ourselves toiletry money. And we had a bunch of different cash envelopes. Well, the issue was we only had one cash envelope outside of our allowance, basically. So if my husband doesn't have the cash envelope to stop at Walmart to get some foods or whatever, that was annoying, and he would end up using the card, and it was just annoying for us. Or if, you know, my husband has this cash envelope and I need it for something because of whatever reason, like gas or something, then, you know, it just wasn't really working. The main reason was one person, we only had one set of cash envelopes because I didn't see the point of having like 15. You know, I already had 6 of them. So I didn't want to have 12 cash envelopes to split between me and him. So if I had cash envelope, but I needed him to use it or to have it to stop at the grocery store on his way home, then that was an issue, or vice versa. And so that was our main beef with cash envelopes. Again, I like the idea behind it, but it was just annoying trying to like pass back cash envelopes And the only way around it would be to have 12 envelopes, or, double the envelopes, or a perfect life where he wasn't stopping at the store on the way home from work, or I wasn't stopping at the store. Or I even tried to like get in the cash envelope every morning, like our one cash envelope, give him money for gas, or I would ask, do you need gas? And, he'd say, yeah, or whatever. So I'd give him the gas money. And then it just was annoying. And so I would really be interested in the remedy. I have yet to hear anybody talk about the remedy for couples or people in my situation. So that's why I have not gone back to it, because it sounds like I'd just be stressed about it again. And it just wasn't worth the stress. But we do overspend in certain categories for which I think that we would not if we actually were really cognizant of our spending. But that's my issue with cash envelopes. So if anybody has the remedy for that, for a couple who equally shares all responsibilities, then I would be happy to know what the remedy is, because I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I hadn't even thought about, for people who are married. And I mean, even though, whatever me and Courtney are, like, I don't share my cash envelopes with him. Like, my cash money is mine. So I never thought that would be an issue. So I would think it would be more so because the cash envelopes are basically about discipline, right? So it would be disciplining yourself to have one person in charge of a category. So like, you wouldn't necessarily, like, if your husband is more closer to a Target or something like that, like, he would be in charge of whatever envelope is dedicated to going to Target or whatever to stop and get it. You know what I mean? Like, he would be responsible for that. And it wouldn't be stopping at the store, whoever stops at the store. It wouldn't be any of that. It would be planned out, basically. Is what I've seen, because that's how Jen plans. Jen plans. Her and her husband do them, but she's in charge of the money and stuff like you are. And so she divils out the money as needed, but she does the grocery shopping. She does all that stuff. So I mean, it's a little bit different because I think she's a stay-at-home mom. So
yeah. So in that situation, that's what I was going to say before you started to chime in, that if one person stays, I could totally see that working for a stay-at-home mom who probably is in control of all of that. But like I said, that's not the situation here. We both work full-time jobs. And so that was just why I got really annoyed with it and gave up with it. And I had the nerve I still have a category for toiletries and a category for food, because I don't want to combine the two. Sometimes I think about doing it, but I try to keep them separate just so I know how much I'm actually spending on food and nourishing us, or how much we're spending on that and how much we're spending on toiletries, because I actually try to keep those costs very low. And so I had two different categories. So even the other day, he had to run out and get toiletries for himself or whatever, because I was getting my hair done. And if you need soap, then you need to go get soap. Don't wait on me to go get you soap. I got soap. My soap stack is strong. So he went out and got toiletries and spent way too much, which a cash envelope may have helped. But it's just trying to pass these cash envelopes back and forth was annoying for me. And like I said, the only thing I could think of was to double up the cash envelopes and then split it in half. So if our weekly allowance or allotment for food, or that's another thing, we still go out to eat, we've never stopped. And so if I have the food envelope, which I did try to keep them at home, was a terrible idea, because I didn't want to carry them, because I worked I worked far away from him. I still do. So I didn't want to carry them with me. So I was like, I'll leave them at home. And then neither of us have the cash envelopes because they're at home. And then, like I said, the only thing I could think of was to split it up. And what am I going to split our restaurants category in half? And he takes, I think for the week it was $25 or something. He takes half of that and I take half. So that's kind of why I quit, because I found it to be quite annoying and not worth the stress. I really don't need any additional stress in my life, and it wasn't helping ease anything. But I could see how, if I were single, I would be totally down, or had separate finances, then I think it would work flawlessly, especially because that's an additional way to be accountable. So it's kind of like an accountability partner in an envelope. So it would work out just fine for that. But if any married couples out there are in the comments and you use cash envelopes and you don't do all of the toiletry shopping and the grocery shopping and all of that. Let me know how you make this work, because I don't know who created this. If it was Dave Ramsey, that would make sense, because I think that his wife has always been a stay-at-home mom and she probably took care of all of that. But if anybody out there knows how I can make this work with 2 people, I would be interested, because I really do think that being a visual learner and just a visual person, I could really benefit from this. And I think that we were, until I got really annoyed with it. We tried it for 2 weeks. So just a raw moment. So anyway, I'm interested in hearing about anybody who was in my situation and makes it work.
But that makes a lot of sense, though, because I could see the inconvenience in that. And that would be something that would stop me from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It being inconvenient. And that, like, leaving the money at home, that's inconvenient. That's like defeats the purpose.
So also, a lot of people talk about electronic budgeting, electronic cash envelopes, which would essentially be like, I know people who have like 1 million different checking accounts, and they have like an electronic cash envelope, for which that's not really a cash envelope if you're still swiping all types of different debit cards and stuff. I mean, although that is, you know, probably a better idea, because you can see it get down to 0. But I'm also don't think I'm going to be, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just keep doing what I'm doing. And just, that's why I'm big on tracking expenses, so I always know where we are. So with cash envelopes, though, you really don't, with a lot of categories, you don't have to track expenses, because, you know, your money is doing all of the work for you. Like, once, as it dwindles down, you know that you're getting to the end of the rope. But that's why I'm just really big on tracking expenses. And even if we do go over budget a little bit, we are really, you know, conscious of what we're doing, because I'm keeping up with expenses. And that's why I track every single expense, even though some people think that that's annoying, but it's either that or a cash envelope or some other type of method. So I just choose tracking expenses like a crazy person.
But you do a really good job at that. That's like, you have really good discipline with doing it. I track my expenses for the most part, but once I get off, like, I'm done. Like, you can forget. I'm not going back and checking my account and looking and all that stuff. So cash envelopes has helped me, like, with my own OCD, because I can't be bothered.
Like Ashley was saying, and if you guys ever have questions, leave them, because we always do this long drawn out Q&A. Leave them then, because then we have to scroll all through these. And my phone is telling me that Michelle is on live. You messaged me again? Yeah, you did.
That's why. Sorry.
I don't know how that worked. Anyway, but yeah, if you have questions, definitely leave them for the end, so they're all kind of in one place. But Ashley was saying she got rid of electronic envelopes and now just tracks expenses using the Fudget app. And I think, like, that's what resonates with me most. It's a little annoying, and sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, as soon as I pump gas, I get in the car, I put in how much it is. Or if we go on vacation, which we really should start doing cash for vacation, so I don't have to track all of those expenses electronically, because, you know, the cash would tell us how much we have without me having to track all of that, because it's all going to go in the same category anyway, travel. I'm going to label it all as travel. So we really should get in the habit of that. But sometimes it is a little bit annoying, but for the most part, it's either that or have no idea how much we're spending and be over budget, because you can easily go over budget. And I ain't trying to preach to y'all, but I'm just saying, going over budget and spending way more money than you intended is way easier than I think we like to admit, because it's a real thing.
It's a whole thing.
Especially with, like, people around you, like pressure, and even not even like pressure. Like, if you go out to eat with friends and you're like, well, I'm just going to do $20. Well, they're ordering drinks and desserts and all of that. And you're just, you know, you're like, okay, well, either I'm going to order some too, or I'm not going to order. It's just a little bit of a struggle. It's really easy to overspend, or to spend more than what you make, or more than what you have, or more than what you intended. So anyway, that's my struggle with cash envelopes. So anyway, I'm definitely interested in hearing if anybody has the remedy for people in my situation. My friend and her husband fix it out by assigning different tasks for them so they won't get it mixed up. See, I'm not doing that. If I'm home from work and I work literally 16 hours, I literally work except like 8 hours of the day, I'm doing some form of work. If I'm home from work first or something and he's on his way and I'm like, oh, we need ketchup, I don't know, whatever, then I'm not going to go out to get it. If I'm home, he can just pick it up on his way home from work or something like that. So the task things is not going to work for me because our lives isn't as simple. We pretty much both work around the clock. So it's not as simple as that. And I'm not going to make myself more stressed out. So that's not going to work because I can't. That just isn't going to work, I don't think. And I try really hard to, be logical and reasonable and not try something because, for whatever reason, because I just don't think it's going to work. I just know we've been together for a while that's really not going to work for us.
Yeah. I think that's what the whole thing about money management is learning what works for you, because what works for me may not work for you, or what works for you may not work for me.
Different lifestyles.
Exactly. And so I think it's important that I love that you're saying this right now, because you're being so honest about it, that it's just inconvenient. Like no matter how you flip it, it's inconvenient for you. And so you want to find the remedy, and that's great. But like as of right now, it's inconvenient and it's not going to work for you.
And it may always be. I'm never going to be the one. There were months, like if I'm like super busy, there are times, well, we get our food prepared for us now because we're doing low carb and I just can't be bothered. It's inconvenient for me to learn how to cook low carb meals, but we're doing our, we do that now. But there's weeks at a time, months at a time, or whatever. He would do all of the grocery shopping just because of like me being super busy or whatever. And there are times where I do a lot of the last couple of months before we started the food thing, I would do all of the grocery shopping or the toiletries or whatever. But like I said, just the other day, he needed toiletries. I'm getting my hair done. You need soap like yesterday. Well, I'm not going to be able to go get your soap. So go up the street and get your soap. I mean, that's just how we live our lives. It's not like anybody, like I'm not going to be responsible for getting somebody's soap. Like, I don't know. That's not what I'm doing. If I know that you need soap and I'm out, I'm going to get your soap. But like I said, I'm a logical person. So logic tells me to tell you to go get your soap and your other things that you might need, because I'm busy and I'm maybe busy when I get home and tomorrow and whatever. So like I said, I really do think it's inconvenient. But like you were saying, we all live totally different lives. Like I said, I work literally around the clock. All day, every day, I'm doing something. Michelle, too. She works around the clock, too. I'm trying to figure out how she does it. I'm trying to keep up. But she works all day, every day. And I work all day, every day, too. And I'm also, like, not responsible in this home. I'm not, like, responsible for going grocery shopping or cleaning or cooking. The dishes are piled up and I'm not here, or he's not here. I mean, somebody's got to clean the dishes, or somebody's got to cook, or there's no like me being responsible for this or me being responsible for that. So that's why I don't really know that the cash envelope thing will ever work for us, unless we were to double up on cash envelopes, which would be annoying, or do like an electronic cash envelope, or just keep doing what we're doing now and track expenses, which is annoying, but not an inconvenience to my life. So, and another thing that was like for date nights, because I was trying to like keep up with the cash envelopes, but again, I was trying to leave them here because I'm like, well, they need to be in a central location. So for a date night, like we could never, because I would leave the cash envelopes here, which this isn't a super inconvenience, but it's not like if we wanted to do an impromptu one, somebody got it. Like if we wanted to leave work and go to a movie or dinner or whatever, somebody's got to come and get the cash envelope. And I'd rather just track my expenses or take my chances almost on going over budget than to do all of that, because I just can't. So anyway, that was my experience with cash envelopes. However, if you can make it work, or if you're single, definitely a cash envelope, because I have an accountability partner just because I have a husband. Your cash envelope would be basically an accountability partner, something to always hold you accountable, just like an Excel sheet or a budget, just like an app or whatever. Those are like ways to keep yourself accountable in a world where, other people, you may be trying to keep up with other people and just, that kind of thing. Because I know, I mean, if right now, if my friend calls and says, let's go on a trip to such and such, I'm going, because that's just what I'm going to do. So I know it can be definitely really difficult for like those little, like gatherings here, going out to eat there, staying on budget and not overspending.
Yeah. And it really is. And I think it takes a lot of discipline, to be honest. And I think this system is for those that are less disciplined that
Mhm.
help. And I think even if you've never tried it before, I still recommend trying it
Mhm.
because I think the process of the cash envelopes is what makes it so great. Because I'm pretty sure even though it didn't work for you, you know,
Mhm.
areas where you were overspending or things you could
Mhm.
cut back on,
Mhm.
you were more conscious. And so even after the process, you realized it didn't work for you. But I feel like maybe you were more conscious of what you were actually spending at the same time now.
Yeah, because I think I made a decision then that I would just be like tracking expenses like a crazy person. And after we ditched the cash envelopes, he then had a responsibility, or we then had to like text one another when we spent, mainly him texting me so I could put it in the, like I was using every dollar, which is great. If you don't even want to use cash envelopes, I wholeheartedly believe a very user-friendly, budget-friendly app like Every Dollar would completely do the trick, because it shows you how much you've spent and how much you have remaining. So if you never want to do the cash envelopes, but you want to be disciplined, or you embody that ability to be more disciplined, an app like Every Dollar would completely do the trick for that. And so that's kind of what we resorted to. It was just, then if we're not going to do this, we have to track every expense so I can look in it every few days, every day, see how much we have left. So that's kind of what we decided on. So you don't have to do the cash envelopes, obviously, but you do have to find a way to keep track of your spending. That's just what, and the cash envelopes is an easy way out, basically, because like I said, once your envelope is empty, your envelope's empty. It's done. So it's an easy way to keep track of your spending.
Right. Because I mean, you can borrow from your other cash envelopes, you know, whatever, if that works for you, that's fine. But that's still something for you to be mindful of. Okay, well, I overspent in my eating out, so now I'm taking from my grocery money. And so when I run out of grocery money, am I going to be taking from my gas money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it puts you in a constant thought process of where your money is going and stuff like that. So I think that's, I love this conversation, because a lot of things that we think work just in general don't really just work for everybody.
Or that's a flaw that we have not to go off on the tangent, but I feel like that's a flaw that we have in the world, period, is being like too critical or judgmental and thinking like, because one size fits all, because thinking it's working for you is going to easily flawlessly work for everybody else. And people who are saying that it's not going to work, or having ambivalence to, or kind of a little worry about if it will work or whatever, people tend to think that those people are kind of just not putting their best foot forward. I see drama about that in budget groups on Facebook all the time, about people who will flat out say, I'm a single parent, I bring in this amount, this isn't enough to cover my expenses. And people will be like, oh, well, sign up for VIP Kid. Okay, well, the person said they don't have a degree, so that's not going to work. Or can you have any support system? You can leave your kid with this person so you can work more hours. The person, I don't have any support, to leave my kid with such and such. I can't work any more hours. And then, people think that people are making excuses, and they're really not. It's just the predicament that they're in the way that their life is different. Everybody's life is different. I've never met a person whose life is just like mine. Even we relate on a lot of different levels, but our lives are completely different in that, a bunch of different ways, a lot similar, but also completely different. And so nobody's life is going to be exactly the same. So things are going to work differently for everybody else. And it annoys me to no end for people to think that, this should work for everybody because it works for them. Well, that's great that it works for you, but it may not work for the next person.
Exactly. And I think it's so important for us to do our own research. And by research, I also mean trying different things that will work for you. If you find something that works, stick to it. Like, there's no need to change something that's, working already. Like, why would you do that if it's working and you're seeing the benefits of it? I mean, but if you want to try something else, that's fine. But keep in mind that you don't have to. Like, it's not a need for you to try the next trend or the new whatever. You just go with what works for you as a person. And I found myself, like, when I was reading the Dave Ramsey book, like, I absolutely loved it. And it motivated me and got me excited about everything. But at the same time, there was still some things in his book that I wasn't ready for, and I'm still not ready for. And I've seen people do it in all these groups and stuff, and they're like, this is how you do it. do it like this and you'll be great. And I'm like, I can't do it like that. And I'm not going to be great. So I'm not going to do it. It's important that you make those kind of decisions for yourself instead of, because you can get into a lot more debt by following after somebody else.
Or just a lot of like mental, like I'm not doing anything that's going to stress me out. And I hate to be that person to say such a thing, but if doing something is going to stress me out, like not eating out ever, or not going on dates with my husband, or like really, you know, like really making some huge sacrifices, if that's going to stress me out or annoy me or just cause me to be sad or whatever, I'm not going to do it, because in the grand scheme of things, while getting out of debt and saving and all of that, finances are important. It's not more important than my marriage, my friendships, or whatever. I remember when I first started YouTube, about when I first started YouTube last year, my friend wanted to go to the Bahamas for her birthday in January. And I remember one of the first comments that annoyed my soul, as Michelle would say, I wrote that I kind of did a video about how I was going, and maybe I needed to save up. I don't know what I had going, or maybe I forfeited my allowance for a couple of months so I could, just kind of pay for it or whatever. I don't know what I was doing, but the girl was like, "Girl, I would not go on that trip. I'd have to tell my friend no or something." And I'm thinking, I'm looking at the comment, right, and I'm trying to like think, like, is that something I could do? Like, do I have the ability to do that? And I was really thinking about it. There's no way I'm missing a friend's birthday trip to the Bahamas that cost me all of $800 probably, because it was so cheap. There's no possible way I'm missing my friend's birthday trip due to my student loan debt. Because at that time I still only have student loan debt. There's no way. Yes, I want to pay these people back for letting me borrow all this money, but I'm not missing my friend's trip for it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sacrifice a friendship. Not that she would not be my friend, but I don't see my friends that often. And so I probably saw her twice. I think, was that this January that I went on that trip? I think so. And I've probably seen her twice this year. And I'm just not doing, I just can't. So there's that.
No, but like, I totally agree with you, because this is just my own thinking, and y'all can shoot me if you want to, but my thinking is the same. Like, I love people who are gazelle intense. I would love to be gazelle intense and just go for the gusto and whatever. But I have my son, I have myself to think about, and it's just not going to work for my family right now, because again, I paid off all of my consumer debt. Okay. So right now I just owe them peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I owe them peoples, but I owe them a lot at this point. So my goal is to pay them down, but to still live my life. Like, I was telling people, no, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I was miserable for those like first couple of months I started budgeting, because I was so strict on myself. And I was like, okay, I got to do this. I can't do this. I got to make sure I do this right, or I can't spend more money here. And I got to do this. Like, I was really, really hard on myself, and I was harder on myself than what I needed to be, because me being hard on myself was making me emotionally distressed, and that was causing me more heartache than my bills were. And
I'm not worried about these bills. And they get paid automatically. They're all on auto pay. I'm not worried about these bills. They get paid every month. They ain't never been skipped.
And that's what I had to come to the realization. I was like, well, baby girl, and I had a real talk with myself. I said another word.
Did you sit Michelle down?
I said, bitch, look, you want to be happy or no? Like, you can have all this money in your bank account and still be miserable, or you can make sure you take care of yourself. And that's why I'm always preaching about, having your personal care. I have my personal care envelope. I make sure that, if it's something that I want, I'll save for it and I'll do it. I'm not going to like stop myself from doing something that's going to be something that's going to make me happy. Now, am I going to go out and buy a $2,000 bag just because I have the money there? No, but I'm going to make smarter decisions to make myself happy. So if going to Nashville, which is 3 hours away, if that makes me happy, if I want to go to the Jay-Z concert, remember I was worried about that. I was like, oh, should I go? Because I'm on this budget journey. And I know, and people were like, girl, you don't need to go to Jay-Z. Leave Beyonce and Jay where they at. They gonna take your money anyway. I'm like, but I want to see them. I like them. I want to see them. They make me happy. So once I got over that, I feel like I've been in such a better place, and I've been like more conscious of who I'm paying. Like, the only thing I have is my student loans and my car, but those are normal for me. Like, I don't feel like I need a car, so whatever. That's fine. I'll pay that off when I can. And then student loans, I went to school. Okay. All right. They're going to be there. So I'm going to pay them back. You know, I want to pay them as quickly as I can. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, Sally Mae is still going on all her trips. She ain't missed a trip yet. So there's no sense in me missing one, and Sally Mae's still going.
Just to piggyback off of what you said, I wholeheartedly believe that. And I too found myself having to be like, okay, I was thinking like, okay, what if I didn't go on this trip with my friend? First of all, I had a goal. We paid off a $13,000 car loan in 3 months. And so for which case, I thought that was deserving of a trip to the Bahamas with my friend for her birthday. And I was thinking like, what am I going to say? Oh, hey, Deidre, I can't go on your birthday trip that you invited me to because I have student loan debt. Like, that would literally be at that point, I only had, because after we paid off the car, I only had student loan debt. And I'm thinking like, what does that sound like? That just sounds crazy to me. So yeah, I wasn't able to do that, and I'm never going to be able to do that. And I'm just budgeting and living my life the way that I see fit. And one thing that I think we kind of touched on one of these shows or episodes is like with recently opening my Etsy shop. Well, the Etsy shop has, you know, I have earned all of my money back from the Etsy shop, and like just doing things like that, because Michelle and I talk a lot about, you know, goals that we have and like projects that we want to work on. And honestly, here's the bottom line. We had this conversation the other day. It's either go into debt further by trying to do what we're trying to do, some of the things together, some of them separately, or neglect our student loan payment and car payment and cash flow this stuff so that in the end, the goal is for this stuff to return, you know, the money to return back to us tenfold, 20-fold, whatever the case is. And that was kind of like with the Etsy shop. And that's kind of like right now. We're saving money. We're going to save money until the end of the year. And we're saving for a bunch of different stuff. Mara, if you're on here, we're not saving for kids. Mara asked me if we were saving for a kid. I don't know that I would be like not sharing that. I feel like I would share that if I were saving for a kid. I don't know, because I feel like that might help somebody. Anyway, long story short, my life is different from other people. Some people may not ever want to start up a business or may not want to do this. Or some people work a 9 to 5, they come home, they're fine with that. I'm not really okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it if you're not okay with that. I mean, I did that for like a long time, but I also have like other dreams and aspirations, ones which are going to require me to come out of pocket. So I'm going to have to pay for this stuff. So either I'm going to pay for it in cash by saving up now, or I'm going to go further into debt for it, which that's not an option for me. So again, people lead different lives. So you just have to figure out what works for you, your family, your life. I think we were talking today, me, E.Michelle, and CJ, about the cost of daycare, and I like fell out my seat, or like the cost of tuition or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I mean, that's a lot of money going out, you know, for daycare. I won't share how much because it will share with me. So it's not for me to share. I mean, I don't know that it really too much matters, but like some people have to spend all of this money on daycare for, as a small example. So they cannot pay as much as other people are putting towards debt. And a lot of people will ask me, I'll straight up tell them, they'll be like, well, how are you putting when we were really attacking debt? Or now when we're saving, we save more now than we put towards debt. And that was a lot of money. So people are asking, how are you putting $3,000 towards debt or $4,000? I'm like, well, we don't really go anywhere. That helps. We don't have kids or, you know, any type of tuition or daycare and all of that. That helps. We don't have like we live in a really low, cheap apartment, a low cost of living area. Like all of that has to do. So unless you're leading my exact same life, your budget won't look like mine. Your finances won't look like mine unless you're living my exact same life. And so that's just what it comes down to. Unless you're living the exact same life as the person beside you or next to you or whatever, your budget's going to look different. Your people's budgets are probably never going to look like mine. Like never. Because the other people out there may never have a personal trainer. They may never have their food prepared for them because they're lazy. They may never live in such a low cost of living area. They may never this or that or whatever. Everybody's budget is going to be different. So you literally have to find what works for you. And that's what I have done what we have done, and I think our middle ground is no cash envelopes because they're annoying for us. No sinking funds because those are annoying for us, to be honest, but we'll get on that on another day. And really just tracking our expenses, having conversations. Probably every day we have a conversation finance related. Well, it's really me annoying him like, oh yeah, we just saved some more money, or you know how much money we're gonna save this month. Really just me having a conversation with a brick wall, but it's still me and us having conversations about things every single day. But anyway, bottom line is you have to find that balance for you and what works for you, because I'm not sure. I mean, put me in a room with the best financial guru in the world and I'll go head to head, toe to toe. There ain't a day that's going to pass by that I will neglect a friend's trip or going home because I don't live where my family and friends are. I'm not going to neglect doing that because of debt or because of trying to save, because I will not let money, control me in that way. But that's just how I feel. There are some things that you just
right. But
it would be worse for you to not do it.
But that's called being responsible. You're being responsible. And when you be responsible, when you do decide to go on a trip, you know how to save for that trip. And it doesn't affect what you have going on. So like a lot of people ask me, well, why don't you include your like what you make from other stuff? Because that, for me, that's not guaranteed. So that, to me, that's like, it's not fun money, but it's in my head. That's how I categorize it as fun money, so that I don't get it in my head that I'm gonna have this coming in every month and I'm gonna live my life like this, because that's not what I can depend on, is that extra money. But I know that this income that I got, that I get up every day and I go to work for, that's my standard. But I don't understand, like, I just cannot understand, like, when I was living my life, like, it wasn't golden. I was sad and I was and I was depressed, and it just did. I mean, I just don't understand. I seriously, a lot of times what I've noticed is from the stories is that people are in serious debt. There's a lot of serious debt that they are in, that they've been in for a really, really long time. And there's also the ones that at this point in their life, they're not where they want to be financially. So yes, they're going gazelle intense with what they have. And sometimes you just don't have enough to get where you're trying to go. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you may not be able to afford to go to Jamaica, so don't go to Jamaica. You know what I mean? But if you can afford to go to Jamaica, put the money aside. Like, I don't know.
And at that time, just going off of that, we probably had a strong $5,000 in the bank, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about how much debt we had, I mean, we paid off like $20,000 of debt at the same time while saving up that money. So if you think of it like that, it does seem like a decent amount to have. But like I said, another thought, if either I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I have thousands of dollars in the bank and I can't go with you on your birthday trip, or I'm going to say, sorry, I have thousands of dollars in student loan and I can't go on a student loan debt and I can't go with you on the birthday trip. That just seems bizarre to me, and I just can't be bothered with anything. And I do try to find a balance between, going out and spending a lot of money, taking trips, buying things that I really want. Like, I really want a new iPhone. I do try to find a balance between those kinds of things. And I think that that's important. If there are some people out there who they're okay with saying no to their friends and family members, for whatever reason. But sometimes I read stories and I'm like, I think that you're saying no to going on the family trip was maybe not appropriate, unless you just don't like your family and you can't be bothered. But otherwise, I don't know that paying off debt is as important as your family trip that you take once a year or whatever the case is. That kind of thing. That kind of stuff is it's just not going to work for me. And so I don't make it work for me. And I tell you what, we've made a lot of progress. And we will continue to make a lot of progress, and I will continue to live my best life, because anything less sounds scary and stressful and something like I don't want to be bothered with. So there's that. So after a friendly rant, we had Georgianne said $5 is a lot. So I thought that now would be a good time to share our cash envelopes. Because we still have questions and questions that we want to answer. So write all your questions down or memorize them or whatever so you can ask them later. So I'm just going to share these cash envelopes that I have, and I'll be sharing them in a video later. But and then we can talk about Michelle's because hers are more important than the ones that I'm not using. So these are from an Instagrammer named Budgeting with Ashley, and she sent me these to like review, but I'm not going to do a full review on them because I think that would be weird to review something that I don't use or have no intentions of ever using in the near future. So I'm going to share with you guys just like a type of cash envelope that's out there that you can buy or that you can make. So these are like little laminated cash envelopes, and it's like, you can make them yourself. And it's like cardstock and laminated cardstock, and you just put your money inside, which this is probably about the same size as some money. And you just, yep, it is. And you just slip it in there. And this can be your cash envelopes. And you can buy a label maker or buy some stickers or something, like the colorful box, the sticker book would be great. And just label them and put what each category is for. And these are cute and fashionable, and you can just like pop these in your planner, or you can pop them in your purse, or if you have a larger wallet, you can pop them in your wallet. And then you can, if you're going to the grocery store, you can maybe put the grocery one at the forefront and pop it out whenever it's time to pay for food. So these are cash envelopes that a lot of people use, and these are just kind of like cardstock and laminate or whatever. So a lot of people will use these. And then I have a couple of others. You can also use like plain envelopes. They don't have to be fancy at all. That's actually the ones that we were using when we first started or tried it. They were just plain white envelopes from Walmart for like $1. And we just labeled them with a marker, and they work just as good as these, but these are just prettier. And that's pretty much what we used. And yeah, so Michelle, why don't you tell us about your cash envelopes, because I ain't got nothing to say about cash envelopes because I don't even use them, and it would be fraud for me to even talk about them any further.
You're so hilarious. So these are my cash envelopes, and I keep them inside of my planner. And I love these because they already come with the like little template. You guys have seen, I did a whole video, so I'm not going to like go into that. But like I literally just keep them in my planner, and I have this little clamp here just because I'm extra and I wanted some extra deco. So it's not really holding on to anything. Mm-hmm. I just have it there. But they all fit comfortably inside of my planner, and I love that. And then when I need the money, I just pull it out. Like I still have my fun money here. So I haven't wrote anything down because I still have my money on there. But I've gotten to the point I don't have to worry about writing it down anymore. But I definitely would recommend, if you're first starting out, to track it, because you want to see where your money is going and stuff like that. But I'm at the point now where I'm kind of okay with, okay, this is my envelope. Once it's gone, it's gone. I don't really need to see where I spent it at anymore, because I'm pretty much on a standard basis of what I'm spending stuff on. I do like this because it gives me a chance to see like where I need to adjust things. So like last time I did my cash envelopes, I adjusted my home items. So those are my like toiletries and things like that. I was putting $50 every paycheck in there, but I wasn't spending all of my $50. So I kept rolling it over, which was kind of pointless, or I would need it for something else. So like I started taking some medicine, and that medicine is like $20 a month. Okay, well, I needed to start budgeting for that because I knew it was coming up. So I decided, what category can I kind of dwindle down on? And that was my toiletries. And so now it makes me more cognizant of when exactly I'm spending and how much I'm spending. Especially like someone was talking to me the other day about couponing and stuff. And that is all well and fine. I would love to like really get deep down into it, like we talked about before. But for me, it just works to get me a bulk thing of paper towel, give me a bulk thing of tissue, and be done with for the month. I'm like done. But if I can save some money, by all means, yes, I want to. But my thing was, okay, I'm just going to buy this in bulk one time a month. I buy this in bulk one time a month, and I'm done with that. I buy my Tide one time a month and my Downy one time a month. Done with that. And this has helped me so much with those. But these are DIY cash envelopes that you can get from At Home with Keita. Her shop, Little Miss Fancy Plans, and they are $6, I believe. And she has two forms of them. I think I threw my old ones away, but she has two different kinds. So there's the one without the lip on the top of there, and there's the ones that were closed. So this is like what we call a little lip, so you can like go in there and see where your money is and pull it out. And like you don't have to use washi with this one to hold it together. I mean, you didn't have to on the other one, just made it prettier. But yeah, like there's different categories. So my categories for my cash envelopes, again, are in areas where I struggle with. And by struggling, I mean where I wouldn't pay attention to what I was spending. I would just buy it because I had the money and I wasn't really minding my own business. I was all over the place. So I have my fun money, which, you know, entertainment, whatever. I have home items. I have medical, and then I have eating out, because that was a big one for me, was eating out like during lunchtime and stuff like that. I found myself doing a lot because the area that I'm in, there's all these really, really cute, like quaint restaurants. And like okay, the city that I'm in was like the top city or whatever in one of them little books. So anyways, there's a bunch of places where you can go and sit down, like little eateries, not like name brand places. And so I found myself going to experience all the experiences, and it was taken from my money. So I had to give me a cash envelope for that, so I don't overspend, and I know how much I have. And once it's done, it's ramen noodles, baby, or it's leftovers. It is what it is. And then my personal care with my nails and stuff, like just making sure I put $60 to the side every time. If I want to spend more, I spend more. And that's from like myself paying myself. But from my actual like check, I put $60 to the side. If I decide I want to get my feet done at that time, you know, whatever it is, but I have $60 for personal care, whatever it is that I decide to do for myself. And then my groceries, of course, and then gas. And again, I do gas just for the simple fact it makes me think about where I'm going, think about where I'm traveling. Because once that $60 is gone, of course, you're going to put gas in your car, right? You're not just going to let yourself run out of gas. But at the same time, if you're overspending in gas, what are you doing? Like, are you really spending your time wisely? Are you really driving wisely? Like, because insurance companies actually look at stuff like that. How many miles are you driving on your car? You know, that's one of the, I was going to say prerequisites, but I don't know if that's the right word, but it's one of the things that they look at. So it's really kind of good to be mindful of how much gas you're using, because that keeps you on how much you're traveling. So yeah, my cash envelopes work for me. They stick in my planner and boom, we out of here every day.
Gotcha. Do we know why Michelle sent us $50 and how? Who was Michelle?
You did what?
She sent us $50. Where? To the budget missus.
What?
I'm trying to figure out how she got the info. That's what it says. It came to me.
It must have went to you. I didn't get none.
It says budget missus, and Michelle sent you $50. I'm trying to figure out how and why.
It sure does. Michelle, I didn't talk. Lord have mercy.
How did she get the thing? The PayPal thing?
I don't know. And I know she on here creeping. That's
what I'm trying to figure out. Why she sent us $50.
I know. You know,
and how she got the PayPal thing.
Right. I didn't even think nobody knew we haven't even told anybody.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm asking you. Do we know why this is going on?
Send it to Michelle. Okay, I got it. We got it. We hooked on there together.
We're on. You sent it to budget missus.
Look, we all in here, but
I was just trying to figure out what if I missed something, because you know I'm good for missing something. So I was just trying to figure out if I missed something.
Oh, okay. What is this for, child?
She said send it to Michelle. It may have supposed to went to just you, but I don't know how it would go to the budget missus. It's PayPal.
To budget missus PayPal, but okay.
It's in the YouTube chat.
It is.
Oh, is it? I don't see it.
Oh, okay. She said send it to me. Okay.
Well, it's gonna be right back my way because we got a little something special for which that money gonna come right back my way. So it's really gonna end up to me, but it's for the greater good of budgetness. You guys will figure out. We'll tell you about that later. You might already know. I was in the bottom chat, but how did we get to the budget misses email and PayPal? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, that was, but see, we gotta, okay, we'll talk about it later because that.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how it got to our pay. We have a joint Gmail and a joint PayPal, and I was just trying to figure out how it got there. Anyway, okay, I don't know, but so
if anybody was wondering how to send us money, it's
if you want to send us money, go ahead. we are gonna have to come out of pocket a pretty coin to do what we're trying to do in 2019, but it's okay. So anyway, that was a lot of money though. That's why I was concerned. I mean, I have to see if it was like $5. But anyway, that is cash envelopes. Oh, the number? I don't know. Okay. That's cash envelopes, our experiences with them. What else were we covering? And that's what I was looking for until I got distracted.
Sorry. I think that was pretty much it. Was just talking about the cash envelopes and how they work for us, and then showing our different cash envelopes. We did that. Were there any more questions? I know we kind of went off on a tangent a little bit about the cash.
Yes, if you have any questions about cash envelopes or just anything that you may have been dying to ask us, now would be the perfect time before we move on to our announcements. Oh, Dijon made it in here.
Hey, Dijon.
Lisa made it in here.
What?
That's what I said. Kraft said it didn't come from Super Chat. It would have shown up in the chat. That's what I was saying. I don't know. Maybe because she did link her.
She used my number. So it probably just
maybe link
my number for PayPal. Then she was trying to send me the coin. And I know what that coin is for, kind of.
So that basically, if anybody sends you PayPal money, I'm going to see it.
Lord have mercy. Don't try to say anything else. Y'all know she orchestrated my whole life. I won't even see it. Your money gone. I already put it towards what we got going on. Thank you.
Okay, we have a question. Well, we got a couple. E.Michelle, where did you get your planner cover from?
Oh, I got this from the Foxy Fix. It's a Foxy Fix. I got it from the.
Sarah's rich, so she can do that kind of stuff.
No,
y'all sent her $50 during the chat. That's how Michelle afforded her Foxy Fix.
I got this from the buy sell trade group. Okay, and it was $30, and it has yellow strings, so you know I didn't customize name.
True.
Don't look nothing like me. I just wanted something to try out and see because I wanted the Traveler's Notebook mixed in with the mini, and this is giving me so much life. But wait till y'all see what I got in store. It's coming in the mail on Monday. Y'all gonna flip.
What helps you stay consistent with your envelopes?
Woo! The fact that I love seeing my money still be in my envelope. And I feel like I'm doing better with my saving because I end up taking that money and then I put it towards my sinking funds. So whatever I have left. And I think it's like a challenge for me. You know, like I kind of made it a game. Okay, well, you got $150 for gas, for groceries, but do you really have to spend $150 this week? These 2 weeks or whatever? Girl, you can do less. You can do less. And then I'll be like talking to myself. So that's what keeps me consistent is just knowing that I'm literally controlling my money.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. I think about that all the time about how far I've come or we've come, especially.
Yeah.
Dijon said, how excited are y'all to see me next month? Dijon, I'm not studying you because I came to the DMV in February for my friend's surprise trip. Another something that I wasn't missing because of some debt. And I ain't even hear from the girls. So if you want to know how excited I am, not very. How about that? Dijon, bring me some Happy Meal when you come. Dijon lives in the DMV, which we'll talk about why Dijon's talking about that in a minute after we answer these questions. Georgine said, which one of y'all taking me under your wings for the deluxe monthly? Shay Michelle. What does that mean? Helping you to do it. We both make videos, with it. What size is your TN?
Oh, yeah. If you guys are looking for something like this, they do have other companies that make them. Foxy Fix is just one of the.
I'm here for that. That is so cute.
What?
That whole everything. I'm here for the buffalo plaid.
I love it. But this is the B6 size. Fits it perfectly. Like it's in there, and I have classic rings on my mini. So I don't have the biggest ones because that didn't work. But the classic ones work on here just fine. And then I just stick my little, it had a yellow thing on it, but Tia made me take it off. So now
it's T6.
Put it together.
I mean B6.
B6 size.
Is it wide?
And it's a number, yeah, B6 wide. And then it's the number 5 in the Foxy Fix. So if you're looking for it in the buy sell trade, you can type in either B6 or number 5, because the real Foxiers don't go by B's and A's and stuff. They be like, give me that number 4. Okay.
That sounds like Chanel.
Child, I had to learn it real quick. I was in there like, look, baby, I just want something to put my mini in. I don't know what all these numbers mean.
If you want to put your mini in, I think definitely look for a wide, because otherwise it might be a tight fit. So look for a wide.
Yes.
Karen says, oh wait, let me make sure. Yeah, Karen says, how do you start your envelopes if your entire paycheck pays your bills? I do okay with sinking funds, but can't figure out how to start my cash envelopes.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, it was pretty easy. I took 3 months and I figured out what I would normally spend on groceries, what I normally would spend on gas, and I gave myself a budget for my entertainment money. And so just to get started, I started with what I averaged out to be spending. And you already, of course, you're going to pay for your groceries. So just give yourself a grocery envelope instead of just waiting and paying for it at, the store. Literally just pay your bills, and then the money that you would spend on stuff, your expenses, then you use those for cash envelopes.
Karen, basically most cash envelopes consist of like food, groceries, those kind of things. So keep paying your bills. But if you don't have trouble with overspending, I don't know that a cash envelope is really that necessary. But if you sometimes find that you are overspending, or you might not even know if you're overspending if you don't actually budget. But normally people use cash envelopes for like food, gas, eating out, personal allowance, those kinds of things. So I don't know what your situation is, but essentially you would still pay your bills with your debit card, or you can do that with whatever you want. But those other categories, that's what you would use the cash envelopes for. Wait, am I frozen?
Mm-mm.
You see the live circling, or that's just mine? Is your live got a circle thingy?
Oh, it does have a circle thing.
What's that mean? We getting kicked off?
I don't think so.
Well, if yours is doing it and mine is doing it, that's a problem.
But it's still staying live.
Okay, we're here. Okay, moving on. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, well, Georgianne says, how do I split my one check in 2? Disability check pays all the household bills. My question, Georgianne, and you can follow up so we can really answer the question, is why do you need to split the one check in 2? Or do you get paid once a month and you're thinking that splitting that into 2 would be more helpful? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't know that otherwise splitting a check up would be necessary. It sounds like just more added work. So tell me if you get paid once a month or no, and we'll come back to it. Hold
on, real quick. I just got to shout out Budgeting D. That is my bae, because honey, she is watching on the PlayStation and she's watching on her phone. She's
on that. She said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come through.
Yes,
come through.
Thank you, boo.
Do you track what you spend from the cash envelopes, being that it's budgeted?
Oh, that's what I was saying. When I first started my cash envelopes, and that was the one thing that I loved. I don't know if I showed all of that. Let me just show you guys real quick. I'm sorry. So on here, on these cash envelopes, there are these little things here. So it has a date, a description, a spent, and a balance. And when I first started out my cash envelopes, because again, I was just getting into it and trying to figure out what I needed to actually be putting in there, I I would track every single transaction that came out of there. Now I'm comfortable with my spending as far as my cash envelopes go. So I don't have to track as much, but it still is a good thing that, I mean, I probably should track more. I should still track because there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, like, again, I'm just like, if I don't have it in the thing, I just don't spend it anymore. So if I get to the store and I'm finna buy me some planner supplies and that money ain't in there, I gotta walk away.
It's good to track, definitely in the beginning, like you were saying, just to see what all you're spending the money on, what's all going on, because you might want to reflect back on, okay, I depleted my whole $50 allowance for the month. What did I spend my money on? Or I spent all $400 on food. Like, what were the trips that I was taking? You know, how many times did I visit Walmart? What did I spend? So it is good to get a good idea of that. But essentially with the cash envelope, you don't really have to track the expenses because the money speaks for itself. Michelle, do you use the Happy Planner budget planner?
No.
I don't think you ever have.
I did. No, I used an extension pack. Is that
okay,
what you
yeah. I would say I don't think you ever had. I used to use that, but yeah, no.
Yeah,
we use the same planner.
We both ECs. We out here.
Yep. Link below.
We're bougie with our budgets, okay?
What is a sinking fund? Which we're going to actually do a video about that, or do it like one of these about that, talking all about those, which is probably going to be just a replica of this video because I don't do cash envelopes either. But basically a sinking fund, easy way to describe it is, let's say it's January. Let's say in January 2019, you decide that you want to start putting aside X amount of money every month up until November so you can start your Christmas shopping. Let's say your budget for Christmas shopping is $1,000. Well, you would divide 1,000 by 11 if you're giving yourself 11 months, and you would set aside that amount of money. So just because I'm on here, I'll go ahead and do that math. 1,000 divided by 11, because I just assume most people start their Christmas shopping in November. That would mean you would need to put aside roughly $91 January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November in order to have that $1,000 budget and start your Christmas shopping. That's pretty much what a sinking fund is. People use it for Christmas. People use it for car insurance. Whenever they're paying their car insurance premium, like every 6 months or every year. They use it for property taxes. People use sinking funds for water bills because some people don't pay their water bill every month, that kind of thing. That's what a sinking fund is. It's basically like a savings account that actually has a name or a job. And it's not like you just randomly, saving X amount of money. It's you actually allocating money each month or each paycheck or each week for an expense that already. So you normally know how much you need to set aside. Like our car insurance, we paid every 6 months. It's due next month. We don't have a sinking fund because we don't do sinking funds. So we'll just pull it out of savings. We don't have designated jobs for, our savings. So anyway, that's pretty much what a sinking fund is. But we are going to save talking about that further because we're going to cover that in one of the Budget Misses episodes. That's the same question. How do you like the traveling planners by EC? Somebody wants to know how we like it. I have mine. I pulled out mine. I already pulled out mine because I already saw the question. Here's my girl.
Here's mine.
She's cute or whatever. Oh, Michelle has the same. Wait, let me show you guys our matching girl. I have my girl. Okay, I love her. I'm not going to hold. I'm not even going to mention that because I'm just not even going to do it. But I really love her, but she doesn't really start until January. So I think I'm really going to love her in January. Like I've already started pre-planning for January, and this is just places that I need to be and things that I have to do. Like I'm going to a budget workshop or two in January, and we have dentist appointments in January. I'm off work a day or two. So I think I'm really going to love this as we move into January because that's when it starts. Otherwise, I'd have to try to redate it, and I find that I don't really have time for that. It's not that deep. So I think I can't. I think I'm really going to love it in January. So ask me again in March because if it makes it from January to March, then you know. Because if I swap out a planner, I wasn't like obsessed with it, obviously. But catch me again in like February, March, and I'll let you know. But I have gone ahead and set it up. I may tweak a few things because you guys know I made pretty much all of this stuff. So far I like it. But you can't really get in there until January because that's when it starts. So if I told you that I was obsessed with it right now, I would be telling a bold-faced lie because I don't use it. I use it for like note-taking and stuff. Actually, I planned out the launch of my Etsy shop back here in the journal section. No, I did it in the I did it in the journals, but I was like, dang, I should have did it in the journals. I planned out everything in regard to the Etsy shop back here in the journal section. This is just lined paper, and I got it done. I planned out everything I needed to do. Like I was highlighting stuff. I'll have like the dimensions of the stickers. Like it was legit. I was like getting it in back here. So if nothing else, I may put like 1 million notebooks in here, and it'll literally be a traveling notebook. So what about you?
Same. I had the same thought. I was just gonna say that. Like I only think I write in is the goals, because I like the goals tracker. So like I have a couple of things that I wanted to work on for my shop or whatever. And so I wrote those down as I had ideas, and I really, really love it because it's like, let me show, if you guys haven't seen this goals one, I have to show you it because it's literally like amazeballs the way it's set up. Like let me
look at mine.
I don't know. Okay, you guys can see this because I think I've talked about it already. But
love it. Oh, let's read it. Let's see what Michelle's up to. Can y'all see? My screen is blurry. Can y'all see?
Let it be blurry.
KK, bye. I see that.
So like over here, you can write down all the things and then write down all your steps and stuff. Like this is what I'm living for. I can't wait to get into it. It was too much work to try to redate it. This is what it looks like. So trying to redate all of this, and then see, this is what got me. I could redate the days, but these calendars up here, it wasn't gonna be no redating them, and that was gonna bother me. That I was looking at 2019. So I just said I'm gonna put her back up, and I revisit her next month when I get ready to set her up. Because if I set her up now, I'm gonna try to use her. So.
Same thing. I carry her every day, but I have not really been getting into it because it just doesn't start till January, and I'm not even gonna force it just to flex for the gram. So once she starts, and I will start her. But I have gone ahead and started pre-planning in her for sure because I did try it out. I tried to redate it for like a hot second just to get in there and see what it was going to be looking like. But I'm just going to start her in January and take it from there. I also write down keto-friendly snacks and low-carb snacks. Just a lot of note-taking. And I'm here for the note-taking. So I'm loving it. But I have gone ahead and started pre-planning. Yes. So I love it, actually. I may change to black eventually, like for a fall. I love it. You got yours for free, right? It's hard to complain about free stuff. I promise you, it's really hard.
I'm just saying, I'm going to use it, baby. I got extra inserts and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to use it, honey.
When companies send free stuff, I'm like, I really want to be honest and say what I feel about this. But it's really hard for me to drag a product that I got for free, and I haven't even really got in it and used it yet. So I'm just telling you first impressions. Yeah. So anyway,
it could totally suck, but right now she's giving me life over here on the side. So
she's cute.
Yeah, like she real cute.
She's cute. Okay. Michelle, did you say the Foxy? Yeah, y'all gotta listen. Did you say the Foxy is a B6 or a 6 wide when ordering?
It's a B6, and then this is the wide spine. But if you're looking for it in Foxy Fix terms, because there are a lot of people that sell these covers, like leather covers, if you're looking for them just from other people, they call them a B6. But in Foxy Fix, she calls it a number 5. So to make sure we okay on that.
Hey, I dropped it in the comments.
Okay.
That's cute. Okay. Oh Lord Jesus. Whenever I go off on a tangent, somebody just asked me what a sinking fund is. I think I'll answer the sinking fund thing. Thank you both. I do overspend after bills. My life is circling on my TV. Still see both you were back now. We see y'all. I'm way up here. Does your fun money include eating out? No, ma'am. That fun money is blow money.
They two separate things, baby.
They're really not.
Like if I decide to eat out, not to eat out, then that usually, I ain't gonna lie to you, some of that money will go over to my fun money, and I save that because I never know when I want to have some fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So no, it's different things.
Separate.
Dijon said I made her track. You budget it ahead and set aside a certain amount for each. Somebody they're explaining her what sinking funds are. I'm glad y'all heard. Let's see. And I need a question mark behind all questions because otherwise, what made you guys change to ECs from the budget inserts Michelle made us?
Did she just put that on my whole soul?
I'm living. No, honestly, you guys, I have not been in a budget planner this long. I live for the budget planner. I really do. And I told Stephanie, and I'm just kidding, but I would if I ever saw her. If she could tweak that budget extension just a hair, few things, mainly that monthly budget sheet annoys me greatly. It just got too much going on, and most of the things I don't use. That's pretty much why I wanted to try it out. Obviously, it was free. Also, the EC Deluxe Monthly was free. I think we got those for free. And so it was worth trying out. But I honestly really live for the Deluxe Monthly. It's just like, I just make it my own. It's everything that I need. I don't really need anything more. So, I stand behind really any budget planner. But I just wanted to try it out and I'm living for it. What about you?
Same. It just works.
There ain't nothing wrong with it. I can't complain to anybody for what it's looking like because I make it myself. I think that's what I decorate it and I set it up myself. I can't blame anybody. I think
exactly. And it makes me want to do it because I'm doing it myself, and it's not prompts from other people. And that's nothing against having prompts because I definitely think when you first start out, those prompts that the Happy Planner has, they are really good to see where you're going to put stuff at. But then once you get into the swing of things, you need to get you an EC, and we got links down below.
Check out the what is it? The link in the description box for $10 off of your first Erin Condren purchase. Michelle has one down in the description. Don't worry, either you use mine, you use her. I'm sometimes borrowing credits from her. And it's whatever. I feel like we're just in it together. So I don't use her description. I'm always trying to get $10 from Michelle. Can I get this? I'll pay you back.
We be on the phone. Girl, you got one of them credits.
Yeah, you got one of them.
You got one of them EC credits.
She'll be like, dang, I just used mine. Or she'll order. I just ordered all this stuff using my credit. I'm like, well, can you get me something? Because I ain't got none. And she'll be like, I ain't got nothing either. I just use it all. I'm like, man. So I got more credit now. So if you need credit, I got you. Because I didn't have credit yesterday. Really? I got credit today.
Credit today?
Yes, because we were, I think, because Michelle was like, well, what are we going to give away today in the live? Because I don't have any credit. And I wanted to say I have credit, but I actually don't have enough to give away anything good. So I was like, I just don't have. I didn't even. Anyway, Marilyn says, good question. How much should you budget for household goods? Before Michelle answers, I'm going to say it depends on your household. My husband and me, we do probably $30, $40, and that's because we buy toilet paper for 2. We buy paper towels for 2. We buy soap every couple of months because we buy like the larger soaps with like 6 or 12 or whatever. And we buy, other little toiletry items, face wash maybe, or like, just little things like that. But we don't have, some people have like a legit skincare routine. Well, we don't. That to me, that's toiletries. We don't. So we don't need that kind of stuff. Some people have a larger family. They need a lot of toilet paper, or they might put their child's diapers in the toiletries, or they may be, buying Tupperware frequently. I don't know. It just really depends on what you think is reasonable. So if you go to the way I see it is, try seeing how much you're spending for 1 month and try to actually like not overspend. Like try to just buy the things that you need. And then kind of take it from there and maybe budget that same amount. So if in December you try it out, you spend $100 on toilet paper for the month, or paper towels for the month, or toothpaste for the month. Like I said, depending on your household size, see if the $100 works, then, base it off of $100 every month. Sometimes you may realize that you're out of everything and you're like, okay, well, next month we need to like double it, or up it because we don't have anything and we need more stuff. So I'm going to say it's all dependent on your routines, how much you're showering, how much clothes you're washing, dishes you're washing. If you have a dishwasher thing, you might need the pods. I mean, all of that goes into it. So definitely buy what you need. I wouldn't say like try to cut back as much as you can, because if you need toilet paper, you need toilet paper. There's some stuff you just gotta have. There ain't no way around it. Of course, if Dee's on here, she's a budget girl, so she's gonna say you shouldn't buy any of that because she doesn't buy any of it. But I'm not couponing it. I can't. So what do you say?
I was gonna say the same thing. Definitely try to track what you're spending for a month. And I mean, really, like she said, really track it. Like, don't go out and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go spend all of this money so then I know that I have this much. No, it doesn't work like that. Spend what you have to actually spend, and then track it from there. You know what I mean? Like, and then make your budget from there, and you can tweak it. Like, it's your budget, it's your cash envelope, so you can tweak it as needed. So like, there are times, again, where I was putting $50 in each time, but for toilet paper and paper towel, I only needed $25, and I was only buying once a month. So technically, I only needed $50, but I was putting $100 in there every month. But we don't need that much stuff, so it was easy for me to move that around when I actually, paid attention to how I was spending. Instead of putting it over my sinking funds, I moved that fund to something else. So definitely just track exactly what you're spending for a while, and then set aside your budget and go from there and tweak it as needed.
Mm-hmm. And if some months are low, you may have to buy more. Sometimes ours fluctuates. We normally do 30 to 50. Again, as two of us, we do use different soaps and like different everything. I do have like a basic skincare routine and whatnot. So it's like pretty different, but it's still only two of us and we don't require that much. But some months we're like out of everything and we want to restock. Some months I don't feel like buying the small, like a 6-pack of toilet paper or whatever. I want to buy like a huge one. So I'll be like, all right, well, I'm just going to buy a huge one next month. I mean, it just all kind of depends on your needs during that month or during that time.
But I do suggest everybody get some good toilet paper. You'll thank me later.
Jasmine. Oh, go ahead.
That's all I'm saying.
Jasmine says, so y'all prefer the EC 12-month deluxe planner over, I think I said deluxe because I normally say deluxe monthly, but she said it backwards. Anyway, deluxe planner over the happy planner budget edition. I'm new and trying to narrow down the best planner. If you're new to budgeting, I'm going to recommend the happy planner budget extension pack. I don't know that I'm going to recommend the budget edition because I think that's a little much. If you're new to budgeting, I'm going to recommend the budget extension pack. Give that a solid 3 months, 6 months, or however long, and see what that's doing for you. And then the only reason why we are using the 12-month Erin Condren Deluxe monthly is because we have established what our budget looks like. Michelle's budget looks the exact same every single month, basically. Mine does too. Nothing really changes. Maybe add in a travel category, take out a travel category, but pretty much it looks the exact same. So I don't need all that the Happy Planner extension pack provides. So if you're new to budgeting, I'm going to say to get that, because I searched high and low, I promise you, when I was getting into budget planning or budgeting via a planner, and that one was the most detailed. And I'm still surprised to this day at how detailed it is compared to others. So I'm actually going to recommend that. What about you?
Same thing. That was exactly what I was going to say. Oh my gosh, we're one. But it's so crazy. But yeah, I would definitely say the same thing. Start out with something that's going to be structured, and then move on to something that you can structure yourself. But if you have that structure to put you in the mindset of where you need to be at or how you need to be, because a lot of times when you're just sitting down with a blank piece of paper, you don't really know where you need to go or what you need to write down. And those prompts definitely help you to do that. Then once you get, going forward, maybe you don't need an EC. Maybe you just need a notebook to write it down in. That's fine too. But I definitely would do the extension pack before I do anything else.
And because it's like $5 on sale, get you a few discs on sale, half off or whatever, because Michael's normally has half off, and Joanne and Hobby Lobby, and be on your way with just the extension pack because it's so cheap. It's worth trying, and it's good stuff in there as well starting out. Dijon is going to turn over with all this Erin Condren talk. Poor thing.
I love it.
Somebody said, Devi said, what do you think is the best college student budget plan?
Ooh.
That's a good question. And I did 6 years of college. I have a master's degree. And my college budget plan, thank you. My husband's smuggling in some adult beverages.
It's so sweet.
He wants me to drink so bad because when he normally will have a few, he has like 2 beers on Fridays and he wants me to keep up with them. So that's why I do low carb so that on the weekend I can have a beer. You could have opened it. I got these long nails. Anyway, so yeah, I did 6 years of college and I literally lived off of minimum wage because ain't really that many jobs out there for a college student, and not a lot of ones that you can take on given the fact that you have like a crazy schedule for classes and stuff. So I had to do like a 3 to 11 shift and I made $1,000 a month. And for me, I like everybody's situation is going to be different. So I didn't have a car note. My car was paid off or given to me, paid off or bought for me in cash. So I had to pay my insurance, which was like $100 and something. I had to pay my phone bill. I had to pay for food, for rent, for electricity. So basically, I didn't really have that much to play with. I pretty much budgeted with my $1,000. I probably had $750, $800 going to bills and all of that. And then the rest was like play money, for which I went on like a weekly like date night, friend night thing with my friends. But yeah, all my money pretty much went to housing and stuff. But that's the situation is that was me like in undergrad as an example. So that was me having to live on my own, and that was my situation. Yours may be different. Some people, I mean, by living on my own, I mean paying for my own apartment. Some college students live at home. Some college students aren't 18 and 20. Some are going back to school at like 40 and have families and stuff. So it all depends. So I would probably need more information to answer that question. But what would you say?
Because I was the same way, but this is why I'm paying back student loans now because of that. So I took out a part of my student loans was taking care of my housing and stuff. But I did work 3 jobs when I was in school. I worked at Arby's. I worked at the library. Yeah, your girl was a librarian.
I can see that with your firm glasses.
Okay, girl, I was real cute. Hey, can I help you? You want? I got you. Yeah, but anyway, that's another story time. But and then I also did mentoring. So the amount of money I was making wasn't a whole lot, but it was a lot for a college student, kind of, because again, I was working 3 jobs. So I would, man, because all I had to pay for was my after that loans and stuff went away. The only thing I had to pay for was cable and our light bill at the time, and then everything else was fun money to me. So if I had to choose, I guess because they're asking about planners, right? Like if I had to choose which planner to use.
No, they're asking the best college student budget plan. Right? Wait. Budget plan or budget planner? Because I may have just gone way left field. It says, what do you think is the best college student budget plan? ?
Okay. My bad. I was answering the wrong question. So your budget plan would definitely have to be based upon what you're actually spending. I definitely would focus on making sure your bills are paid and that if you can avoid any student loans. But if you do have student loans, to start paying back on some of the interest while you're in school. So add that into your budget. But yeah, I mean, it will really based upon what you have going on. If you're, like she said, if you're an adult in college or if you're a kid in college, it'll be
different. And how much you make. If I made minimum wage, that's $1,000. I had to pay such and such for rent. I only had a couple $100 left over from because I'm speaking for undergrad, because undergrad I basically I was like this close from graduating with no debt. My debt came from my master's degree, which was almost fully funded by student loans. So for me, And the person in my position, I mean, with making the money that I was making, I only had a couple $100 to play with. So I had to squeeze in my friend, my shoes or clothes. Obviously I had some people buying me things like my mom and stuff like that, uncles or whatever, just like sending money and stuff. You know how they look out for college kids.
Right.
But I only had a few dollars to play with. So it depends on your income and all of that. So that's like,
you can always,
like I said, that's why I said I need more information. Do you think the mini planner would work perfectly for a college student to help keep track of our lives with school and work and etc.?
A mini?
I would say the student planner. I mean, it's made for that. No? What do you think?
I would say a student planner, or I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably would have an Erin Condren.
I would too. I would have that hourly and have all of my, I would have the hourly and I would have all of my classes and where I'm supposed to be written out in my hourly planner. I think that would be.
I definitely would. That's what I was just going to say. That hourly will get you straight because it'll give you a chance to block off what classes you're in, what meetings you have to be in. Because I figure in college, you're doing a whole lot of daily is changing, and you have meetings that you have to go to. You have labs, you have this and that. So I would definitely. I mean, I'm not saying the link is down below, but the link is down below if you need a planner. I'm just saying, get you one.
Yeah, we always need credit. Oh, planner folios. So it's actually not bad, you guys. This is what's this, an A5 size?
I think so.
This is like an A5 size. This folio, which you can get customized to say your name, or you can put your initials. I happen to be able to put my name because my name is 4 letters. This is $20 and $25 with your name embossed. So the cover itself is just $20 as it should be. The inserts vary in price. So this is like a goal setting insert. This is like a journal. This is like a monthly, and this is a daily, and it's all kind of different inserts. And those are going to run you, what are those?
$40 for 4?
So 10, 12, like $12 a piece.
It's $12 individually, and then $40 if you get them bundled.
Yeah. So I mean, but you can put whatever inserts you want in here, but the cover itself is just $20 unless you get it embossed.
Yeah.
And then you can.
I just saw something. Okay, yeah, I saw something. Now we can finish this, but I want to make sure we touch on something that CJ just said because that's what I did in college. So
okay.
She talked about someone asked about something and she said food stamps. And yes, if you are in college and you live off campus, hear me what I'm saying. You live off campus and you have a job that's working less than full time, you should qualify for some food stamps. This is in most places. I can't speak for everywhere, but most places have a food stamp office and they cover college students. So make sure that you go exhaust all of your options because, baby, I had all gourmet food in my refrigerator as a college student. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Get your benefits, boo-boo. Medicaid, all of that.
You do. You can do that. That was true in my state. Do y'all use bullet journals?
I can't draw. I can't.
Girl, I don't know.
I can't like I can't do it. So no, I don't. I would love to because I would love to just write out my own stuff because I like seeing my handwriting. But to make it look all cute like everybody else.
I'm here for lines though. I live for lines. Like I don't know what it is about a notebook with line like this. I have this sitting out every single time we do budget talk or me and Michelle talk or whatever. To reference, I ain't wrote not one thing down, but I'm here for any notebook with lines. I just live for it.
Fine.
How much? Oh, I already answered that. How much should you? But she asked it twice. Fun money is for wine. Guess Rhonda flexing for the gram. Oh, no, Shay. Dumping. I love that. John said I made us get deluxe monthlies and not to put it on you. Wait a minute, my phone died. Did I miss the announcement? Well, no announcement about what budget misses because we come on every 2 weeks. I don't know what that's about. I'm so far back. You know how? Huh?
Excuse me.
Oh, about the tour? Dang, he all in the comments. What you doing? Watching the live? Oh, okay. Come through with the views.
Yes.
Oh yes, Michelle's nails. That's what I was going to mention too. Michelle is a person who is going to have her nails done regardless of a budget. Me, I don't really care for these nails that much. I don't have any type of attachment to these nails. Michelle and I are two different people. Michelle needs her nails done. Michelle needs her wigs. For me, I don't really need all that stuff. I don't really care about that stuff. Michelle's an electronic person. Michelle makes sure she's budgeting for her new electronics and, you know, new cameras and things of that sort. For me, I'm different. We're two different people. So for me, I'm not giving up a restaurant visit with my husband. I'm not, because that's a way for us to like get out. We're not really like outsee people, but we'll go to a restaurant in a minute because we're lazy and don't feel like cooking most of the time, all day, every day. But that's what we like doing. Or we like going to like, we're in an area that's like 2 hours away from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2 hours away from Savannah, Georgia, 2 hours away from it, basically every major city, 4 hours away from Jacksonville. We'll take a day trip to one of those real quick. And that's something I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up time with my husband. Sure, we can sit around here playing cards all day, drinking these and looking at one another and whatever, but time out, like a quick day trip or something, I'm not giving that up because I have student loan debt. And that's just what it comes down to. But yeah, Michelle, somebody said your nails were cute.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. I will not eat. I probably would be real skinny if I really couldn't afford to get my nails done, because my nails would be like laid and I'd be sitting like this, looking dead, but my nails would be laid and my wig would be tilted just right to the left. So yeah, but that's a personal choice. You know what I'm saying? Those are things you do in your life for what you want. Like, I'm like, okay, well, we can't go out to eat today because I just bought this new phone, so you're gonna have to
exactly.
What you gonna do? So
Unique. I don't know why your discount code isn't showing up after opening a new email. I don't know. Message me on Instagram. I don't know. I'll help you fix it. Yes, Nisi watched the what y'all call this? Rewind, recap. Thank y'all for collaborating and bringing us this content. I'm loving it. Very inspiring. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I listened to E.Michelle and got buy 3 from Target. I don't know what she's talking about. Georgian, I don't know what's going on. Met you two through Tarshell and y'all are blessing my life. Really? Oh, Tarshell.
Look at Tarshell putting us on.
When you are starting your new job, do you budget right then and there or budget after you get your first paycheck?
You better budget as soon as they tell you how much you're going to make. Calculate your hours, baby. And if you're not salary, calculate your hours of what you're supposed to have and then minus some, because that first check going to be boo-boo. But budgeting, as soon as you sign that contract and they tell you how much you're getting hired in for, you need to budget then.
Go ahead and get it popping.
Yeah.
Do Erin Condren deliver to the UK? I'm in the US, so there's that. I see folks on Facebook that get their stuff delivered overseas. I mean, I don't know about United Kingdom, but
I would think so, because the Happy Planner sells their products in stores, and Erin Condren is an online store. Like, of course, they have their flagship, but you can't really like just go get Erin Condren. I mean, Staples. The Staples have them still. Was it Staples? Somebody had like the Erin Condrens without the whatchamacallit. So I would think so. Something to look into though. I'll let you
Diva
know.
12, I read your comment about spending money. And she said, I have problems tracking money. Y'all pray for me. I just spend and cry about it later. Bad habit. I'm going to need you to slide in my inbox because we need to have a little chat, because that ain't going to work. Listen, there's just some things in life that are not going to work. And spending all your money is not going to work. I learned that quickly, and I wish people would learn it before me. That's my only goal in life, is that people realize early that the YOLO lifestyle cannot exactly be lived without boundaries. Like, there's some stuff you got to do if you want to live that YOLO lifestyle, and like not paying bills to like go on a trip and all of that. That's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So my goal in life is for people to get a jump start on their finances quicker than me.
And that's important because, especially if we have any college students in here watching, or high schoolers, whoever, are watching, or if you have kids, it's definitely important to stress that YOLO is great. It really is. Live your best life, of course, but be responsible, because there's no way, had I not paid attention to my parents paying bills, that was one thing they taught me how to do. Now, as far as like saving money and doing different things like that, maybe not so much, but I saw them paying bills and I watched my mom write her checks out, and that made me cognizant of what I needed to do growing up. So I made sure all of my bills are paid. I've always been a bill paid person. Like, I don't miss bills unless it's by accident. Like, I've done that by accident before, and I skipped the car payment, and that was the most unresponsible thing I've ever done because I wanted to go out of town. So I used my car money to do that, and I never caught up. And even after I started getting my stuff together, I never caught up from that one car payment that I missed, because I never took the money that I was, I had extra money at times, but I still didn't take that and pay that car note back. But it's really, really important that people understand that if you start early and you pay your bills, like, you have to pay your bills, and then you pay yourself, your savings, pay your bills, and then you worry about everything else. But you got to pay your bills.
Got to. Ain't no way around it. Basically be on the verge of homelessness for the sake of a trip. And I used to be tiptoe. So for me, when I was younger and single and stuff, I would at least pay the bills, but I definitely did skip bills before, because I was trying to be in the crowd and doing this and that and the third. No problem. Or I would be like, oh, well, I'll just, this late payment won't hit until 5 days later, so I'll just pay it in 3 days. That kind of mess. No, that's just not a lifestyle to live, because you're just putting yourself so far behind. And we really got to like start saving for retirement early, having a little change in savings, because folks can't look out for you like you would hope that they could, because some of them aren't in a great predicament either. Dejan, I was just showing you what I was drinking, but I was trying to keep it off the channel because this is E.Michelle's channel, and I wasn't trying to taint it.
All day. I'm finna go grab one out the refrigerator. I've just been sitting here. I'm trying to be professional because I had Shay on here, but y'all know I get down. Okay.
Yeah, she is always on her channel sipping, but it ain't my channel to be. Somebody say, is it Riz? No, I had. Okay, well, since y'all asked, I had a Club Tails Bahama Mama. These were 2 for $3.50, and now I'm drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I just do like basic stuff. I don't be doing all that. So, I make keto margaritas sometimes. My favorite is a strawberry daiquiri, and I like margaritas too. But yeah, I don't do too much. I just be trying to keep up with him or whatever. Anyway, I need to get that because my husband told me about an hour ago. I need to lower my goal standards because they're too high. So you need a goal setting thing? I'm going to need to have a talk with him. Okay, I think we like low-key. Oh, no. Okay, people are talking about their college experiences. Oh, Diva found the Red's Black Cherry Ales. I blame you in first year. Don't go into debt. That's the best play. Yeah. For a student. May I mention also for costing for graduate degree you can get food similar costing. Oh yeah. I tried a free printable. Okay. So I love my spreadsheet workbook so far. You'll soon offer spreadsheet option 2, right, Michelle? Yes, I am still trying to tweak that. I have a hard time doing anything because I'm always like, oh, let me just add a little bit more, add a little bit more, add a little bit. I'm kind of a perfectionist. It's a real problem, but I think it's a good problem. Y'all either want me to release trash or y'all want me to release something that's halfway decent,
Just
anyway.
Say though. Like, no, you are a perfectionist.
Low-key. Oh man, why do I be so far up here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, thank y'all. Couldn't afford. Joanne has buy one, get one. You can get food. What I saw. Free print. Yes, girl. What advice, CJ? What? I should have checked into that. I could have been eating better back then. What? Whoa, never thought of that. You pay your tax money for it. I love Mr. Budgets. He is in it to win it. It's my first time watching you guys live. I'm laughing out loud for real. We're here all the time, so you'll have to check all of the previous episodes. We have 4 before this. Shay, I'm with you on the restaurant. Need my nails done. It's in the budget. Oh, you have a soul sister, GR. Don't for sticking Shays at their Etsy store. Have anyone tried any forgiveness programs that pay off 50% of college students that receive their masters?
My sister's doing that now. I can let you guys know in a couple months and see how she's working. She's got 2 masters and she's a teacher.
And so yeah. Teachers definitely do
payment stuff, but it's so hard. I don't know about everywhere else, but here in Memphis, from what we've heard, trying to get that forgiveness done is hard to do. Like, it's a lot of paperwork and stuff.
Somebody says y'all should do a day in the life of. My life's low-key boring, because the reason why my life is low-key boring is because I work, unless I did it on like a Saturday or Sunday. I guess I could film tomorrow. I'm taking some girls in the mentor group, me and the owner of the company or the nonprofit are going on a trip to take them to a college tour. So that might be fun. But like, other than that, I'm here like working. So it's not that fun, but I like that idea. So we'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. I'm like, y'all gonna be bored from the time I go to work. And I mean, I can show y'all the funny stuff that I be going through. I just have to blur out everybody's faces because they be crazy stuff. And I'll be like, y'all gonna.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it's the Monday through Friday. It ain't gonna be fun, the day in the life of, because I can't even show nothing while I'm at work because it's all not confidential.
Yeah. See, I can show y'all my stuff at work, but then I have to do y'all on a Wednesday. I'll take y'all to work with me. I'll take y'all to church with me. Then come home, work in the shop with me. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun. We can get behind that. Christina has a perfect question. I'm here for it. When you all do a zero-based budget, do you allow your checking account to have a zero balance after bill payments and cash for your cash envelopes have been removed? Love that question, because that's a real question. I'll go first. So when you're doing a zero-based budget, you are allocating for every dollar and giving every dollar a name or a job or an assignment. You're not actually taking your checking account or your account to zero. That's not what a zero-based budget is. Basically, the goal of it is, let's say you are predicting that you're going to have $2,000 in income. Well, the goal is to allocate for all of those dollars, not to down to zero, not to let your checking account get down to zero, because that actually should never really happen. Because for me, mine is that, I promise you, our checking account is at $150 right now. I'm freaking out. And so I'm actually not even going to use that account anymore. We'll have to use another account because that's our main checking account. And it's down so low that I can't even let it get below 150 because I'm afraid of, if we keep swiping the card, we might end up with like an overdraft fee, and I just can't deal with it. But I'm still doing an every dollar budget. I'm just telling my money where to go. I'm not actually taking my account balance to zero. But that's a little tricky, and that's a good question, because a lot of people do have. I can't imagine my account being at zero unless I like purposely want it to be there, which I never would want it to be at zero. Because what if like something pops up that you kind of forgot about or whatever, boom, you got negative 35 or however much, and then you got to pay that $35 fee and all of that. But yeah, you're just allocating for every money. So that's all you're doing. All of your money. You're not letting your account get to zero. That's actually not a good idea. And if you can't avoid that, then I would recommend putting a buffer in your account. Like, if you want to do that, put like a 500 buffer in your account and then budget everything outside of leave the 500 there. And then you can take your account to zero, but you still have your buffer in the account. So it never technically goes to zero. So if you want to get behind that, if that is how you conceptualize it, put a buffer in your account so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that is a tricky question, but I'm going to let Michelle answer it because I don't know that I answered it right. What do you say?
You answered it correctly in my book because, baby, I'm too scared something gonna pop up on me.
Yes.
And I mean, as much as we plan for everything, you never know. They might accidentally run your stuff online a month ahead because the system's messed up. I just cannot be bothered. So I make sure that I still keep, I account for the money, but I keep money in there at the same time because I cannot have a $0. Like just thinking about it, I was sitting over here like my nerves got bad because I just can't imagine myself getting out. Like the reason why I'm stressed about the answer is because I've gotten down to $0. I've been negative in an account and I don't want that to ever happen again. So I won't let myself get there because of that stress you just never know what could happen. These folks be taking money just because, and you don't want to get in that position where your money is going in limbo from something that you didn't have control over. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I'm going to show y'all, this is a raw moment. Here's our main checking account. If y'all can see it, it has $151 in it and 3 cents. I told my husband we have like 5 accounts. We can't use that account anymore because it's at 151, and I don't even want to bother with it because I feel like by the time we swipe it a couple times, it's going to be gone. And I'm like, we're just going to have to use another account because we do have another account that has money in, a couple of accounts, but one that we can use. And that's what we even use today. We bought some stuff today. We use that other account because this one is low and 150 is kind of scary. And our next payday to this account, because only some of our income goes to this account, is the 21st or the 20th or something. So I'll just have to wait until it replenishes and then I'll go back to using the account. But yeah, no, no, it's at 151. That's so scary enough. So I can't be at 0 or 10 or 15 because I had my annual gym fees came out. I just always am fearful too that something's going Amazon. I'm always on Amazon. Sometimes I forget everything that I'm ordering. We're leaving at 151. It's been at this for about 2 days, and we've been using another card because I can't. Dang, Martin Nicole, you didn't get a notification. That's crazy.
That's messed up.
Budget and D said, Shay know good and well Michelle turned up. You saw that Sunday live. I know she does, but I'm just saying, trying to be respectful of somebody else's account is all I'm saying. Oh gosh, we always have so many questions and I'm always so far. Okay. I'm only looking for question mark stuff. Just saying. Can we expect a spreadsheet template from you too, Miss Michelle? Y'all asking for too much. Can you putting out a budget Excel spreadsheet?
In the new year, y'all get ready because I'm gonna level up.
Okay then.
I'm gonna level up in the new year. But I know seriously, my goal, like we've talked about this before, our goal is to help people. So I want to take my blog to the next level, and I'll be offering some templates and stuff on there for free. So you guys can go access those materials. And the only thing I ask you to do is to click on all the ads on the page.
Michelle is working on a spreadsheet thingy. I don't know if it's not an Excel sheet, but I don't know what it's called. But it's a spreadsheet. She is working on that. So 2019 soon come. Are you guys going to link your cash envelopes in the box?
Oh yeah, we can do that. I definitely will do that. It's also linked in my video that I did the other day. So if you're looking for it and before I get a chance to, I have the link in the cash envelopes video this last time, and you guys can go right there.
Willer has a good question maybe for me. My paydays are bi-weekly, which is twice a month. I'm trying to get the hang of it, but how do I plan or budget the month that I get paid 3 times? So I actually get paid 3 times in January from my full-time job as well. And basically, I still do an every dollar budget. I still give that money a name. But pretty much what a lot of people do is that third paycheck, they actually just like treat it as the first paycheck for the new month. So honestly, even when you get paid 3 times, you're not like, you don't really have an extra paycheck. I find that to be false because like for January, perfect example, I get paid January the 3rd, 17th, and the 31st. And then not again until February the 14th. I got tons of bills due before the 14th. And so we just live off of the income from my full-time job, basically. So if I don't treat that 31st check as like my first paycheck for February, then how are we going to pay the bills for the first 2 months, unless we pull from savings, which we're not about that life if we don't have to be. So that 31 check is just going to roll over to February, and it's going to cover all February's bills. So that's how I treat my third paycheck. It's really, you're not really getting ahead. People probably think that they are, but they're really not. and you can, you know, as the months go on, you will kind of get ahead, sort of, with that third paycheck being that, you know, it was an additional paycheck. But really, like in my case, if we don't treat that 31 paycheck as the first paycheck for February, how are we going to pay rent and all that other stuff? Unless we pull from savings, like I said, which would be silly whenever we have that check that's there to cover the first 2 weeks of February.
Right.
I want to see Miss Michelle lay her wig, nails done, enjoy her baby, etc.
Yes, Hunty. That's what you want to see, the daily life. I will give it to you from start to finish. From these 2 little braids underneath this wig, I got you.
Buffer. Everybody's here for the buffer.
Yeah.
Yep. I keep a buffer. We try to keep a buffer. We tried. Actually, our buffer was supposed to be more than that, like 300. But I actually paid an expense. Maybe the paper. Yeah, I paid. This is terrible. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I needed to order paper for everything that I have going on here. It was $100 and something. I didn't actually feel like getting up to get the card or to link the other card to Amazon. So not Amazon, to the account where I got the paper. So I just used our other card, which was a bad idea because now we're at 150 when we could have been at like 250, which would have been okay. But yeah, don't do that. I hate overdraft fees. I hate student loans and I hate overdraft fees. I don't know why either of them exist, because why do I need to pay you $35 for going over $7? I just feel like that's a scam.
Yeah.
How do you budget a weekly paycheck?
You want me to answer?
I can, because I've done it before.
But
okay. So my suggestion would be to do a monthly budget, even if you get paid every week. And then whenever you get paid, if it's Friday, if it's this Friday, you get if it's today, you got paid. You need to go ahead and account for every single bill and expense that's going to pop up between now and next Friday before you get paid again. That's how we used to do it, and that's what we have always done. So if you have an excess, you can send some to savings, send some to debt, whatever the case is. But no matter when you're getting paid, you still have responsibilities to include paying for your bills and expenses. And anything excess, you can spend it however you want. You don't have to put it towards savings or debt. But either way, no matter when you get paid, you still have to allocate for all your bills and expenses. So I say write down your paycheck, write down all your bills, all your expenses, and take it from there.
Yeah.
And if you do get paid weekly and you're paying off debt or you're saving, I would say probably to just do that like at the end of the month. I don't know that I would be in a huge rush to like pay things off, if you're budgeting with a check, if you get a check every week, because chances are your check every week might be a lesser amount. Like if your salary is $2,000, your weekly check is going to be $500. So there might not be any, money from week to week to make large debt payments or savings transfers. So just wait, and then transfer it. Anyway, that's how.
Well, that's the same thing I was saying. When I was getting paid weekly, I would pay my bills literally. Like I'm still a proponent of setting up your bills with your paycheck. So I set up things to come out the same time I got paid, but I made sure like I wasn't having my car note and my whatchamacallit coming out at the same time. And then I actually started, what helped me was splitting up the bills. So like if my rent was, I think at the time it was like $600. So if my rent was $600, then I would pay $300 one week. I pay $300 another week. I pay my car note on a separate one, split that up. I was like splitting everything up so I wouldn't feel the big burden on stuff. Like, of course you can't split everything up, and pay it. But for the most part, you can split up a lot of things before their due date and pay it. And that helped a lot with me having money in my pocket and stuff. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was working hourly, I had an hourly job that got paid every week, but I got overtime. But my hourly rate was like, it was on 10, and I didn't realize what I had until I didn't have it. And I didn't do it wisely because I was making, I'm gonna just tell y'all, I was making like $900 a week. And that was like my base salary, but that's not including when I was working overtime. So I was getting overtime just for working 6 hours extra a week, and it was still a desk job. But I was making bank, baby, and I was buying all them Jordans is in my closet.
All the shoes, all the nails, all the
this was pre having the baby, because everything went to me. I was my own person, so I was like, ain't nothing. I was going on trips. I was like getting irresponsible but responsible at the same time.
Okay, so tell me, I only see you guys budget with your paycheck. Do you budget with your paychecks including beginning and ending balances? You know what that means?
So she's talking about like any extra money that we had left over from the month before.
Oh, I do that.
Adding that into there.
Yes. Whenever I do a monthly budget, I will include rollover, which is that excess money that kind of is still the beginning balance or the ending balance. I get what you're saying. Or when I do a paycheck to paycheck budget, I also do that too. So yes, I do that.
I don't do that.
You don't do that?
There's no, I don't have a logical reason. So I guess that's something I just keep in the back of my head, but that's probably something, that I should be writing down. So probably will. Maybe I need a sticker for that, Shay. Did you add me? Is that on my little list? Let me look at my little list. I want you to know your stickers are like close by. So.
Oh, look at them. She's so cute. People have been getting them today, and I'm so excited. People have been getting the stickers.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to add?
I need you to add me a balance.
I got a balance. Which one?
Oh, you do have me one. Yep, over here on the side. So I'll start doing that so I can see what my balances are to see what I'm coming up with.
I got you. Oh yeah, Christina, no, you don't need a zero. Just if you have any savings, just transfer over like $300 or something, $200, and just leave it there and just budget with all of the money outside of that $200. Just pretend like the $200 isn't there. That's what I would recommend. Just act like it's not even there. That's what we do all the time, actually. Yeah, the extra paycheck is really the next month. It's really like 2 months down the line, actually.
Yeah.
I got a paycheck, 3 paychecks in August, and I feel like I'm just now seeing the fruits of that. So it's really like 2-3 months down the line.
Yep. I think I wrote a whole like little blog post about it. Like, we call it an extra paycheck, but use it wisely. Like, don't just use that money to go spend. Like, get ahead with your money. And it's not even like getting ahead, like you said. It's literally just paying it on time.
Yeah.
Ultimately. I was ready to come.
You're welcome, Marilyn, because it's not a third paycheck. Like I said, in my situation, that's not an additional paycheck, technically. Really. I mean, not really. So, I mean, I get it kind of is, and you might get ahead a little bit, but for the most part, you need that money to pay the next month's bills, because normally if you have a 3 paycheck month, your next paycheck ain't until 2 weeks or so into, if your last paycheck is at the end of the month, your next paycheck is 2 weeks into the new month. Most of us pay mortgage, rent, and a bunch of other bills at the beginning of the month. So it's really not anything you can go all crazy with. Do you gradually increase your buffer or move to the extra? Yeah, I moved the extra to savings because there is no need for me to have a buffer of $1,000 or whatever. Just put that in savings. So yes, there's a thing. That's a thing. We got to support each other. My buffer. Why do I always lose my place? Oh, there it is. My buffer is my emergency fund. Okay. Subscribe D. Sub back to you. Okay, we got some sub for subs going on. DJ said it all gives her anxiety. What were your degrees in? I actually don't share anything related to that. And it's really not, well, everybody at my job knows that I have a YouTube and stuff and they watch. And my executive director recently started watching, which she loves my content and all of that. But I actually don't really share mine. Do you share your degree? Okay, share your degree, please.
I only share it because it don't matter.
Because you don't work in your career field.
It means
if I share with you my career field, then you'll know my job because I work in my career field.
Like I mean, it doesn't matter. I graduated with a telecommunications degree. Most people call that a BS degree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like BS, like it's BS. Yeah, not a BS like Bachelor's of Science, but a real BS degree. But it got me where I need to be at. So I mean,
I've always worked in my career field though.
Yeah, see,
Stephanie Marino, I haven't seen you in forever. I remember seeing your name.
Stephanie's here.
Stephanie Marino.
She's here.
Yeah, she just got here. She's late, but she's made it. That's all that matters. Oh, meaning I never see your guys' including beginning or ending balances. I do that though. You don't see it, but I say it like this is including my beginning or ending balance. You may not just see it divided all up. Mara said, this is random, but do you know if there's a group that will buy, use, barely new Happy Planner sticker books? The buy, sell, trade Happy Planner sticker folks. Search for Happy Planner buy, sell, trade groups. They'll buy anything.
Yeah, it's a page. It's some people who will send out pages of stickers because they don't like those stickers on there. So they making money all kinds of ways, baby. Sell them.
Mm-hmm. Budgeting D come through. She said Shay always says in her monthlies that her income includes the remaining balance. Sometimes the remaining balance is $300. Sometimes it's $700. Sometimes it's $1,000. But yes, I always count that because what's in our main checking account adds up and is the same as what's in my Fudget app. And I'm not going to talk about all that here, but that's why I do that. Otherwise, I just wouldn't count the rollover or the starting balance or the ending balance. I just wouldn't count it. But because of the way that I do the Fudget app, it all kind of like lines up. Mm-hmm. Being real, I have yet to stick to my food budget. I don't cook, so I eat out too much. I need help. That used to be me. I hate cooking now. I actually get a place to prepare our foods for us, for which I had her to make us a cauliflower, like a load. So we do like keto, so we can't have potatoes. So instead of that, we're going to have like a cauliflower, like a loaded, because we can have cheese, we can have bacon, we can have sour cream, we have all of that. So it's going to be like a cauliflower loaded baked potato that I'm going to take to Thanksgiving dinner, and everybody going to look at me like I'm crazy and tell me to take my food home with me, and I shouldn't have never brought it. But anyway, I have our foods prepared for us because I'm lazy, but it does help keep us on like a budget because it's the same amount every week unless I add more. And because we have that food prepared for us, there's no good reason for us to eat out. And that's why I think meal prepping and meal planning and all of that is important. But yeah, I once needed help. We needed help too because before we started budgeting, we were easily spending like $800 eating out, no problem.
Yeah, I would definitely say meal prepping is important, but meal planning, and then don't be afraid to try things like in your crock pot because those are like things you can make that last a long time. And this is me. My mom used to cook for my dad every day or whatever. That was her thing, not my thing. So I'm a quick person. I like Hamburger Helper. That's cheap. I can get hamburger. I don't eat hamburger, but I eat turkey meat. So I get my turkey meat. I can get those. They're like $2 a thing, but I can make that last for me, at least 2 or 3 days. So I do stuff like that. That's just me. But you can do simple stuff. Like, don't think you have to be this extravagant cook to cook at home. Just get you some simple, basic meals is what I'm trying to say. And it'll save you money. And even if you don't actually physically like go in there and turn your stove on and start whipping up in the kitchen, get you some of them stofers. Them stofers like $2.39. So you get you a bunch of them. You spend like $12 in a week versus spending a whole bunch of like $12 in one day type thing. So there's ways around, actually having to cook. You can, your stove and your oven, that can be your best friend.
And honestly, like no shade at all. If you're eating out like McDonald's and other kinds of foods that aren't that great, and that's like what you do and maybe what you can afford or whatever, then honestly, like, to be honest, like a pizza or a Stouffer's or some other meal like that is going to be the exact same as far as quality and it's going to be much less. So like when we used to, you know, like when we first started, we weren't eating healthy like we are now, or low carb like we are now. And we just were like, okay, well, let's just get a pizza from the store for like $3 or whatever instead of $20 at Chick-fil-A or whatever the case is. So I mean, like there are definitely ways to decrease.
Right.
So.
You still got questions?
I'm so far up here. Okay, wait. I'm catching it.
I don't see
more than I can do ahead and tweaking. You don't? Where did I leave off? Oh, right here. Sticker books. Oh, yeah. Oh,
meals.
Do you not cook because you don't have time? Oh, somebody can't wait to get their stickers from E.MichelleStudios.
Yay.
You see any?
I don't see any.
I feel like, what's the last thing I just said? Oh, I was reading CJ stuff. Oh, don't have time, bill annually. So Shay, for work, I've been wanting to use the Erin Condren Alley, but I know you use HP for work. What do you recommend? Well, I'm moving out of the HP into an Erin Condren hourly. So yes, given our jobs, I would recommend an hourly. Of course, I've never tried it, but I feel like it'll work. I mean, I'm scheduled to use it in January, so we'll see how it works. Oh, you're right. We don't have any questions. Okay. So, is it announcement time or
announcement time? Oh, we can do our giveaway.
Okay, I was supposed to think of that.
Did you not think?
No, because I've been over here sipping on this, and I don't know which way's up and which way's down. Okay, so we are going to be giving away. Oh wait, Shay, the spiral of the EC doesn't irritate. No, I don't have that problem in life. I know some people are bothered by that, but like I'm not bothered by a spiral being in my way. Like I can see how it can be annoying for some, but like a spiral just doesn't bother me. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I can plan with the spiral where it's at. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people, but yeah, it doesn't bother me. Okay, so we're giving away some cash envelopes. Obviously, today was about cash envelopes. And I am about to share with you guys how you can win them. We're giving away some cash envelopes from Little Miss Fancy Plans, which is At Home with Kita's shop on Shopify. And she is At Home with Kita on YouTube, of course. And we're going to give away some cash envelopes, which are the cash envelopes E.Michelle recently used in one of her videos. So you can check out that video to see how you can put together your cash envelopes. They kind of fit perfectly in the mini happy planner, or you can put them in any size happy planner, obviously. So in order to win, you will have had to participate in today's live. And also, I'm about to share with you guys how you can win. I'm not going to say go. I'm just going to say what it is that you need to do, and then I'm going to expect you to do it. But I'm going to let y'all sit on that for like a strong 30 seconds because last time our giveaway was all types of out of control. So, you have any ideas, Michelle?
I love how you try to stall real quick. I love it.
I was.
You have one job.
What did I say at the beginning of the oh, and we're gonna send a link. You'll get a link to your email.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and yeah, you just need your own materials, which is not that much. It's basic stuff. What did I say that we were gonna? Your watch is going off. It's getting on my nerve. What you mean? You know, child, all them beepings. What did I say?
It's not 26.
We got a number.
Yes, she's annoying.
What's she guessing numbers for? We ain't guessing numbers.
26 from Sunday. I cannot. No, stop this. No numbers.
What did I say earlier?
They try
guessing numbers. We're not guessing numbers, Georgianne. What did I say earlier?
Really? Y'all just gonna come with more numbers. It's not gonna be a number.
Stop guessing numbers before I shut down the whole YouTube live. What did I say earlier?
Hey, I want y'all to know it gotta come from my page. She can't.
I know, yeah, I can't shut down the YouTube live. I'm just messing. What did I say earlier? That we were gonna have them do to win?
You were gonna
have to text it. You remember?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
If you remember, I forgot. It's been hours ago. I got
a good one though, I think.
You got a good one? Okay. I'll announce it and then I'll expect y'all to go. I'm not gonna say go. I'm not gonna say pass and collect $200. I'm just gonna say it. I forgot what it was.
Okay, I got this is a good one. Hold on.
You just said Reds.
I'm not been fool with y'all.
Oh yeah, tell me. Tarshell B mentioned you. Tarshell, you on here? Oh no. Oh yeah, she's watching. Oh, okay. I see you, Michelle. Tarshell. I'm gonna wait for Michelle to message me.
I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, but this is for people who actually really rock with us.
The who? What is that? Send me the answer. Because I don't know what that is. Oh. That's what you call it? Okay, y'all ready? I feel like they ain't going to answer it. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, in order to... We giving away one cash envelope, two?
Two. We're
giving away two cash... Well, how are we going to do both of them?
I guess the first two people who get it right.
Real quick. Mr. Budgets doesn't need to be on board with budgeting. I need to be on board with budgeting. I know it looks like I'm the main budgeter around these parts, but I'm actually the spender, and I keep myself on track, and he keeps me on track. So that's a misconception that the males are hard to get started with budgeting or whatever, but he lives his life on a budget. He's cheap, and that's just all he's ever known. That's how he's always been since we've met. So I didn't need to get him on budgeting. It was vice versa. So misconception in the budget community that it's always the male. How are we gonna do two of these?
Yeah, just the first two people who answer the question.
Okay. Let's see how this is gonna work. So y'all ready for the giveaway? So we're giving away two cash envelope links or whatever. And in order to win, you have to, I'm not saying go, I'm just gonna tell you what you gotta do. You have to name the person who does the announcements here on E.Michelle's YouTube channel. So if you haven't been in the last couple of lives, you're not going to know. So we'll wait.
Let's see. Ooh, people thinking. I love it. They got to think for this.
Jeanette, cheapskate. Somebody said Shay.
Hell, I lost. Okay, Tia.
Wait, somebody got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yours popping up faster than mine. Oh, Tia. Her boyfriend. What? Okay, that's one giveaway. Tia, okay, you have won the cash envelope.
We got Tia.
Oh, Christina said the church. They said the church lady. They were getting close.
Sarita Shores and Tia, because they said the name. And I said who she was when I first got on. It was Mother Elaine.
Mother Elaine gives the announcements. Y'all slow. Y'all can stop guessing. Y'all done lost.
They said her sister.
Anika, I'm going to need you to come on more lives.
Right. She said her sister. Okay, so I need you guys to send me your
Juicy said, damn, I didn't know the old church lady had a name.
She had a whole name. Y'all missed it. Y'all be too busy laughing. She announced her whole name. She said, I remember because I was on the floor.
Mother Elaine was funny.
Okay, so y'all send me a DM and I will with your email address, and then I'll send you guys the link for your new cash envelopes.
Yay! Okay, you want to finish the rest of the announcements in a normal voice? We can't deal with Mother Elaine twice. Mother Elaine was stressing me out with her mispronunciations and stuff.
Oh, child, I went back and I let Courtney watch. She said, "What is wrong with you?" Wrong with you? Okay. In my regular voice, we will be going on tour.
Yay!
World tour, and we're calling it a world tour because we're extra, but really we're just coming to visit friends.
A couple cities.
Yeah. But anywho, our very first one is going to be in Atlanta, and so we're gonna start announcing the dates next week. I believe so, right? It should be next week.
Yes, it should be.
We'll hear something about next week, and we'll have tickets up on Eventbrite, and we'll give you the date and all that stuff. But we're really excited. So we've been asking people where they want to see us. So the very first one will be in Atlanta. Then the next one will be in Memphis. And that's because I'm here and it just makes sense. Shay can come here and she can come visit and have fun in Memphis. And then we'll be branching out to the other places. So just be on the lookout and be mindful that we're trying to go places, but it costs coins, okay? So when we come places, if it's a little bit more expensive, just know why, because your area may be more expensive for us to get everything that we want. We're not in it to try to like get rich off of this. It's really, we want to help people, but in order for us to help people, it's gonna cost money, okay? So we have to travel. Everybody don't live here. Everybody don't live there. So we have to do some traveling, and it does cost some money. So that's why we want to make sure we stress that we're not doing it, for our own selves. We're doing it to help people. So just be on the lookout for that, because I think we are like, seriously, we talk about it every day. We're really excited about coming to see you guys and get a chance to be hands-on and talk about our budgets in front of you guys. So that's going to be exciting. I'm excited.
I'm excited. We're excited. We're waiting for the lady to get back from vacation to finalize this whole thing. And we will announce all of the first event, all of the info for the first event, which is going to be in Atlanta, because I'm in Georgia. So we got to show love. And honestly, even if y'all don't believe me, Atlanta is like some of our biggest supporters. Like, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just a big city and they got a lot going on. But a lot of the people show love to us in Atlanta based on our Instagram information.
Yeah,
you can see that with a business or whatever account. But yeah, Georgia first, show love to Michelle's city next, and we will let y'all know once this lady gets back from vacation, because she has an automated email going on,
right,
and it's getting on my nerves because I like to move quickly. But we will hear back from her hopefully next week, which I don't know. It may be a short week for her. Anyway, I'm gonna get her on the line. Y'all know how I do. And we will have it finalized, and we will share information as soon as we know. But yeah, Atlanta first, Memphis next, and then we'll go anywhere. But like Michelle said, if we're going to LA, just know it's going to cost LA money to get us there. So it might cost $60 for a ticket, or who knows how much it's going to be. We'll have to like really crunch the numbers. But we can't obviously pay money out of our pocket to go to these events. I feel like that's hustling backwards. So the further we go, or the more it costs for us to go to these places, the more the tickets are going to be. So like in Georgia, for example, we can keep costs pretty low. In Tennessee, we can keep them pretty low. But if we're flying and all of that, it's going to cost a little bit more. But just know, you get the both of us, you get to meet us, hang out with us. I think it'll be well worth the money. We're bringing stuff, and we're having stuff, and we're hopefully going to have a bunch of stuff that you can get out of it, and maybe get your money's worth. But yeah, that's the thing. So that's the first announcement. So stay tuned.
And our second one, we're going to be in RVA. I just learned that that's what RVA stood for. So I've been like,
girl,
yeah, I didn't know.
Tarshelle, shut up. Okay, go ahead.
Don't even look at Tarshelle comment. I just ignored her. This is completely. But we're going to be in Richmond, Virginia on December the 22nd. And we're going to be joining Her Lovely Plans. I've been wanting to call her Chiquisha, but her name on here is Her Lovely Plans. And she has invited us to come and be a part of their planner meetup. So we are coming because Shay helped orchestrate it. and I'm just their sidekick. So I go wherever she goes. And so we're going to be going there. So if you guys are interested, the tickets are $30. You can hit up her lovely plan and she'll give you all the information that you need. And we're going to have a good time. I think, are we both going to be there till Sunday?
I'm staying with you the whole time. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all get a chance to, we'll have our planner meet up. And if
we can hang out,
we like to do extra stuff, we'll do extra stuff later.
Like she was saying, hit up Chiquisha. I'm like helping plan it, but really she's just like consulting with me for what I don't know, because she's doing marvelous with getting like catering, what you call them, with the things, invoices, and like invoices for shirts, and like how she's going to decorate it. She's going to do this color scheme and all of that. She's doing an amazing job with that. So I don't know why she even really needs my help, but tickets are selling. So you will need to email her at I put, hey, lovely plan, her lovely plan at gmail.com, so she can send you an invoice so that you can pay it, so that you can be in the building, because tickets are going fast. She's been showing me, and we have sold like half the tickets already. And so anyway, we will be in the building, Richmond, December 22nd. The event, we're going in the 21st. The event is the 22nd. So we'll probably maybe have some time that evening on Saturday, or maybe on Friday, potentially, to hang out with other people, because that's something that we're really interested in doing, even with the hashtag Budget Mrs. Tour, is hanging out with people like on a like normal kind of level, not budget serious level, like of the evenings and stuff like that. So we will be in the building. Michelle's flight is booked. Richmond is not a far drive from me. Hotel is booked. People are paying for their tickets. It's a month away, and we will be in the building. Huh?
You got us staying at a plantation.
All right, so the hotel does look like a plantation, right? But it has good reviews.
If y'all don't see E.Michelle no more, y'all know what.
It's like a 5-star hotel, but it does look like a plantation house. I don't know what they got going on in Virginia. It's a 5-star hotel. I kid you not. By the Hilton. It's by the Hilton brand, but it does look a little sketch. It really does.
Somebody else know where we was gonna be at, so just in case, see me no more, I know what happened.
But if you're looking to commute, the event is from 2 to 5. I did suggest that to Chiquisha, so that people who commuted from like DC and wherever, I don't know, could have time to like get there and get up and leave at like a decent hour, and then kind of be home by maybe, if they're traveling 2 hours away, maybe be home by like 7, 8, not like a terrible time. So somebody said it probably is a plantation house. It's nice. I want to show y'all it, because she's throwing all type of shade. I don't even know what the thing is called. What's the thing called? Hold on, I'm gonna just show y'all outside.
Plantation Suites.
Wait, I'm gonna look it up if it's gonna pop up. Virginia something. Start with an S. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. Anyway, wait, it might be a picture in the message, but yeah, it is a little sketchy looking. But I promise you, it's like a 5-star hotel. It is pretty nice, but it is a little sketchy looking. But we will be in the building. Michelle's coming the 21st. Either Chiquisha's gonna pick her up from the airport, or I am, or whatever the case is. And then I will meet up with her if I don't pick her up.
They were gonna put me in a strange car with an Uber driver and see how I was gonna get there. Y'all don't listen to them. I forget. Somebody said get out too. I feel like I'm gonna be in that. Just know.
Whew. Oh, let me show y'all this. I want to show y'all the outside of this thing. The inside is nice. It has good reviews. Let me show y'all this thing.
It does. Oh, okay, Virginia Crossing. That's what it's called.
Somebody already knew. That's terrible.
It's Tia, yeah. She said.
I want to show y'all this hotel before we. Hey, Keita Boo.
Hey, Keita.
Nice of you to join after we've given away your cash envelopes.
Right.
But they knew that. Let me show y'all this hotel. Here it is. Wait, it don't. So, wait. Do it look like it? Can you see? It does look like, Lord, fix it, Jesus. Yeah, it does, but it's pretty. And wait, let me show y'all this picture. Wait, I promise you, it's like it got a pool. It is a little sketch. Look, let me show y'all this picture. There it is, right there. It is a little sketchy, but it's a 5-star hotel. And it's close. The reason why we booked this because it's close to the place. That's all I'm saying. It's close to where we're going to be meeting. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all be thinking I be sitting here clowning all the time. No.
9.2, wonderful.
And I said that is a plantation.
Oh, listen.
And why are we
spread across 20 acres on the site of the Civil War's Battle of the Yellow Tavern. They got free parking. It's pet friendly, free Wi-Fi, food and drink. It's rated like a 5. It's like a 5-star hotel. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it is a little sketchy, but anyway, that's where we'll be. So if you want to stay there, don't go to the second place. If you want to stay there, then go ahead, book your room and we'll hang out.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's an event. Anything else we got to share? Any other announcements?
Oh yes, and we have a giveaway coming up from the other night. We talked about it, and I will have the Gleam link. Let me see. Can I? You know what? Last time I tried to post it, I don't think it let me post it in the comment section.
Yes, we are. Oh yeah, we are doing a giveaway with CJ Plans, who was on here earlier. She may have left. It's going to be like a 3-way giveaway. Basically, we're all giving away credits to our Etsy shops, which I think that's an announcement, definitely. And that's going to, I think, start like today or tomorrow.
Already ready to go. It's
ready to go. Yes, another giveaway. Y'all know we don't do nothing but giveaway stuff.
Here's the thing. If you guys are looking for it, it'll be posted soon. And I wanted to show you.
I love how my little logo has like me in it.
Yeah, you're the only one because you're so cute when everybody else is just words. Yeah, so it'll start. It's actually started now. I wonder, can I link it? Let me try to link it. You keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, and if you win, you will get tons of credit. It's like 70, 40, 60, 80, almost $100 basically worth of shop credit between all of us. And we all have budget stickers, and I only got budget stickers, but so maybe you can get budget stickers from me and maybe some dolls or something, some girls from E.Michelle, and some type of foil or something from CJ. So it's going to be legit. Thank you, Crystal. So it's going to be a serious giveaway, and it's going to start any minute now, and it will end, I think, on Black Friday.
Oh, it let me put it in there. So cool. It let me put
there you go. And we'll link it all over everywhere. We'll link it on Instagram and in the YouTube videos for the next week and all of that stuff. Yeah. I know you do have budget stickers, CJ. I was just saying if they wanted to maybe just do foil icons for you and budget for me because that's all I have, or whatever the case is. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, CJ does have budget stickers, foil stickers at that.
Yeah.
So giveaway, people, make sure you message Michelle on Instagram or email budgetmisses@gmail.com.
Because we official.
Yes, we are. If you want to do that, because this is a Budget Misses giveaway, and we will get you your cash envelopes and all of that so that you can start cash enveloping. And we will announce the other giveaway. She just posted it, but we'll post it on Instagram and stuff like that. Any more announcements? Is that all?
I think that's it.
I have opened an Etsy shop. We all know that, right? Don't all 147 of us know that I opened an Etsy shop?
I think everyone, but just in case.
And I am selling budget stickers, and I am selling budget kits, which are super cute and over there, and I can't reach them, but I'm selling all types of budget stickers. I just released my December kit, which basically fits the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly, the smaller one, the 7x9, and Classic Happy Planner, and those kinds of things. So yeah, that's an announcement. But yeah, I think that's all of the announcements, right?
Yep, I think that's it. You guys rock. Like, y'all be rocking with us. Like, we started at 7-ish, a little after 7, and it's 9:46. Like, y'all rocking for real.
I don't know how this time slips us though.
I don't need it. We just be talking.
Yeah, if you're in the Richmond area, Richmond, Virginia, anywhere within like a couple hours, Saturday, December 22nd, $30 ticket. You will need to pay that pretty much ASAP because we don't want to wait for people like a month or 3 weeks to be paying for a ticket when we can give that to someone else. That's just fair. First come, first serve on pretty much everything. It is 2 to 5. Just email herlovelyplan@gmail.com or message her on Instagram or message one of us and we'll post the link. Maybe we should start posting it in our link up until the event anyway.
Yeah.
But, all 447 people ordered. Be quiet, CJ. Are the shop codes listed? What shop
code?
Oh no, Rhonda, I'm not giving away nobody's $40. So I don't know if you had a $40 order in your cart right now, but $40, that's a lot of money. I'd rather give away a Erin Condren credit for $40 because I don't care about that. But a $40 credit to the shop, yeah, $20. $40. You must have a cart that's full.
She got money like CJ got monies.
Oh, Crystal, yes, come through. January kits are on the way and they're back and they're better than ever. Ooh. And they cost more than ever because they're better than ever and they're larger than ever and they're 3 pages. And I may throw in the 2-page one too, but I feel like the 3-page is just a winner. Just because everything that I have entailed, taking in some of your considerations, because she's the one who gave a lot of considerations or suggestions last time. Yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
CJ, y'all stop. What does that mean? Y'all stop.
Oh, we was talking about her. She wanted to stop talking about her.
Oh, okay. Don't forget to check out Anika's closet.
Yes, please make sure you guys go check her out. She will get you straight. Like, she took this. I didn't send her this picture. Like, I need y'all to understand that.
Stole it. That's copyright. I'm suing.
She stole our little picture from somewhere and made it up and put it how she needed to put it. But
the quality.
Yeah, like, this wasn't a PNG. Like, so that tells you this is, like, for real. Because I didn't make, like, if you stole it from somewhere, you wouldn't have got a PNG to make this. So she really took her time and got us right. So y'all make sure y'all go tell Anika y'all need all the shirts. And get y'all a Budget Misses shirt too. So when we doing Budget Misses, y'all can sit with y'all too. I'm just saying.
Or show up to the events on the world tour.
Yes.
How cute.
If somebody show up to the event with a Budget Misses shirt on,
they're gonna win the giveaway.
$50 off top. Like on site. $50.
Is Anika still here? She might not be here, y'all. But yeah, check out Anika's Creative Closet on Instagram. I'm gonna post it one more time before, because this shirt is really nice. I promise you.
That's what I was trying to make sure. It's not. I think the t-shirt may be a little bit of a different type of t-shirt because it's not.
Yeah, it's a little bougier than your regular. Oh, for sure.
It ain't no regular t-shirt, and I don't know. I like the feel of it.
What's the shirts called? The regular ones? Gildan or whatever, like regular t-shirts.
Oh, yeah, ain't no gilded. This
ain't no regular t-shirt. A neat Anvil. This is a bougie t-shirt. This is a nice shirt. Who? Crew neck. No, I was talking about the brand, the little cheap brand, like Starter and all them. Yeah, this is Anvil. This is nice. This is something out of like, a store, like a nicer store for sure. Yeah. So anyway, there's that.
Yes, stuff like that. Like, it reminds me of American Apparel or like, remember Hollister's? I don't know if people still wear Hollister.
I was thinking like Hot Topic and stuff.
Yeah, like it feels like
unisex shirt.
Yeah,
it's unisex. Yeah, it's definitely nicer. You can look up the
here.
You still here?
We're trying to figure out what type of shirt this is.
Can you let them know this? I'm looking it up now. Anvil shirt. I shouldn't have said that out loud now that I think about it, but I'm just saying that it's not your average Gildan shirt. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, that's it.
Oh yeah. This is.
Oh baby, it's like butter. It's butter, baby. That's how
it's like my kid.
Watch my hand. Hold on. Let me put the shirt on. Watch my hand.
Yeah, it's like butter for sure. No, really, I'm not making this up. And you can tell, like, I could wash this multiple times, and this I'm not gonna wash. I'm gonna take it out and put it back in the drawer and bring it back out in 2 weeks. But you can tell that it's not gonna mess up like by washing it, because it's a really good. I mean, because you just don't know what folks gonna send you. They can send you some subpar stuff, or they can send you some stuff, And they said, get my friend. And this is a nice shirt. That's all I'm saying. If it didn't say budget misses, I'd probably wear it around like everyday life, but I don't want to mess it up. I just want to keep it like it is so we can wear it on Friday twice a month.
Right.
All right, y'all. So again, those are the announcements. Message Michelle. Click on the Gleam link or wait till tomorrow. I'll probably post the link tomorrow and everything. You can go enter. It doesn't matter if you enter ASAP or if you enter next Friday. You know, as long as you enter before it's over, because the winner is going to be randomly selected anyway. One winner.
What for? Yeah.
For so somebody gonna win $80-something.
One winner.
Shop credit. That you can use on Black Friday or whatever, whenever you want to use it. So yeah, there's the link. You can enter momentarily. We'll post it in our description boxes and on Instagram. And yeah, let's go ahead and CJ said one. What state are you girls from? Martin, I don't have time. Martin Conta gets banned. Yes, you just did get banned.
I was trying to do it quietly, and here you go.
Oh, okay. I don't have no multiple $40 credits. Oh, okay, CJ. I didn't know if it was one person per shop is what I was asking, but it's one person for all of. Ooh, somebody about to make out like a bandit.
Y'all good. 3 shops, 6 days, 1 winner,
including shipping. So if you order from my shop, the $20 includes the $3.50 for shipping. So you can get a kit, or you can get like 6 different budget stickers. That's all you. No,
so let me just share one thing with y'all. I actually strategically wanted to plan this giveaway so that you could get your credit on Thursday night, and then my shop has some new releases coming out. So
okay.
Got a little special stuff.
Y'all been supposed to have releases for about 2 months, ain't she?
these like legit. Like I thought about releasing them, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute, wait for it. So
you coming through dripping or not? Look at Tia. She said, Michelle, any new releases?
I love drip.
So are you gonna come through dripping or not, since you waited all this time?
Just a little drip. You know what I'm saying? I got a freebie that's coming out that will be for the first 15 people who order. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I'm finna post it on Instagram.
Ma'am, have you sent me my freebies?
Ma'am.
What?
This is not about you right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I'm trying to slip. Listen, I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm trying to slip some of Michelle's freebies in the orders for the people who ordered kits, but
you got some coming. I got a special one for you.
Okay, all right, whatever.
Today's budget. You know, people be making little special ones. It's gonna be a special one for you.
Oh, come through. Yeah. Thank you. Make me some piggies and stuff.
Yes.
We need some piggies.
Some piggies?
Yeah. I can't figure out how to get that other piggy to work. So
I got you. Piggies on deck.
Okay, got you. All right.
All right, you guys. That's it. I think we covered everything.
The next budget talk. That's the one thing we always forget.
Yes. When is the next one?
That's the only thing that matters. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Let me oh man, I done took my December out of here. I got my new mini.
It ain't December, it's in November.
Child, it's another day in November.
This the first one. Yes. You probably confused because we came on here live the other day. What is it, the 30th? What's 2 Fridays from today?
Today is the 16th.
Okay, and we didn't do last week because the week before, because I had anniversary stuff. It's the 16th and the 30th.
Yeah, because it would have been the 9th, and then
the next week for Black Friday. Yeah. Okay. So next budget talk is November 30th.
Yes, November 30th, and we'll be going over our December budgets. We'll
be talking about. It's super exciting because I can, I'm an overshare in some instances, so I can share about Etsy for the month, my first month on Etsy and income and all of that, and then I thought you banned Martin.
I did. Where he back? He back again?
Yes. And we'll be talking about what's this month? November income, November budgets, and how it has been working out for us. And we'll be talking about December budgets and all of that. Y'all know the deal. I'm struggling, but yeah, y'all know what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Boy, bye. Yes, put that in your planner because it's a legit event, and we're here, and and ready, and Black Friday deals. For what? Black Friday deals? Oh, on my. I think they're gonna have Black Friday deals.
Yeah, Shay's not having any Black Friday deals.
I can't afford Black Friday deals.
Yes, she's already at her lowest of the low.
Yeah, listen, I ordered some new ink, so we can get these costs right. But until I can start using this ink, I can't afford no deals, no promo codes, no nothing, because I'm paying too much for this ink. But I do have this other ink, but we have to wait and try it out, and it's not a guarantee it's going to have the quality that we need for our budget stickers. So, yeah, count me out. Anyway.
Would y'all buy Budget Mrs. stickers? Because the Budget Mrs. stickers.
Oh, that's cute.
That'd be cute.
And they can put it in their calendars every other Friday. Every planner's every other Friday.
That'd be cute. That
is so cute. I love it. But how am I gonna get my cut from this? Is all I'm saying. Am I gonna get $1 per sheet or what? This ain't fair.
I'm gonna give you something to stick in your shop. I'm gonna just
whatever.
Mm-hmm. I just wrote that down. That was a good idea, y'all. I told y'all said I'm gonna have to put y'all on the marketing team. Let me put y'all on there. On the design team.
Yes, to mark lives. Yes.
We need a sticker like y'all shirts. Yes, I'm gonna make it just like the shirts.
It's gonna be so cute.
Oh, make a printable. I can do that too. Look,
for Budget Misses.
We need coffee mugs. Yes. Listen. I got some stuff coming up, y'all.
Okay, Michelle got tricks up her sleeve.
We got some stuff. I told y'all 2019 gonna be lit. Y'all get ready. Y'all want to see me? Y'all gonna see me in 2019, okay? Y'all don't want to see me, you still gonna see me anyway.
Your first time you're gonna see us is at that budget workshop.
Right.
Consider a collab sticker.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give her some. I'm gonna design them, and then she can put them in her shop, and then y'all can buy them from her or buy them from me. Whoever you want to
buy from Michelle. I don't need none.
Y'all know Shay gonna be like, I'm done with this.
Well, I want to keep it budget related. You can have them. You can make all the profit.
See.
Okay, I bet you would sell at least. I mean, we got 133 people still on here after 2 hours. You at least sell like 100 of them.
I mean, I hope to sell, if I put them in the shop for Black Friday, I would hope to sell at least 5.
I think I'll buy 5 of them. I'll buy 5 of them from you, from my planner.
Like a little sheet of us, like everywhere. And then there'll be one big one in case you guys really like us and just want to stick us somewhere.
For the monthly. Or, yeah, because, folks will need them for weekly and monthly. If they decorate them monthly. I do. That would be perfect. Yeah, can you get me some of them, please?
Look, they coming up with all kinds of ideas. Okay. Look, CJ, like,
people still buy bumper stickers. Wait, I can't see. Hold on. What they come up with? Shay throwing shade, as she said, Michelle, I don't need help. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Y'all see she be throwing it.
All I'm saying is y'all have already shown up and shown out.
Yeah.
And I am fine with the orders that I'm trying. I'm just not trying to put a heavy load because I don't think people understand what it's like to work a full-time job. Even if I don't have kids, working a full-time job, doing the whole YouTube thing, which takes forever, and doing an Etsy shop, that's a lot of work. And like, I'm not trying to be run by money or that kind of thing. And I also don't want to, burden myself with a bunch of stuff. So that's why I'm saying that, not to throw shade, that I got plenty of orders that I'll try to work through every day. And Michelle can have the budget, Mrs. Stickers. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's for real. She's just a real friend. She like, okay, just keep your money, get the money there, get your money.
Yeah, I mean, it's all gonna come. I promise you, in the end, the money that we've been making is gonna cross paths, and it's all gonna be in one pot.
I swear, it's gonna come back.
I promise you, with everything we got up our sleeve, it's all gonna just mesh together. So it don't matter if it's coming to her, coming to me.
Right.
CJ said she'll foil something for you.
Yeah.
Her this foil. I can't.
She go for
Shay
it.
create a budget schedule. Tia, I'm writing it down.
What?
I'm writing it down. She said create. I think she's talking about creating stickers for. This is the only note I'm taking this whole time. For a budget schedule, like a monthly budget, like do monthly budget, mid-month check-in. I like it. I like it. Because I don't really think about further stickers I can make. I think about perfecting the ones that I still have. That I have.
Yeah.
Budget schedule stickers. Budget meeting and all that.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. So I'll look for some. I got you. I'm going to find some cute little icons. CJ getting in on the cut. I can't with y'all. I will take the first free set since it was my idea. Can you please send Rhonda a sheet since it was her idea to get her?
I got Rhonda. Send Rhonda a sheet of the budget stickers. I got you.
Please send Rhonda something since it was her idea. A dashboard for our budget section. That's on CJ. See, Michelle, give the people what they want.
I sure will send her some.
We got to help each other be successful. Get up in the CJ Plans Budget Mrs. Dashboard. Monthly budget schedule. Okay, T, I heard you. Dashboard. CJ thinking it's Friday night. Brilliant minds. I'm here for it. Look, that's my problem. I'll tell you how often my notes look so pretty in my deluxe monthly. Wait, Georgianne, no, you didn't order a kit. Wait, what you talking about? My notes? Okay, I thought you were talking about the kit. You didn't order a kit. You got a deluxe? You do have a deluxe. I didn't know if you ordered it yet. I thought you didn't order it.
Remember, she ordered the wrong one and then she reordered it.
Right. Oh, so she got it already. That's fast. I hope you ordered a kit. That's all I'm saying. I hope you ordered a kit. But thank y'all so much for what Tarshell say for rocking with me. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us.
Yeah.
And she say some other stuff too. But anyway. Oh, Georgianne, you did order? So your real name isn't Georgianne then, because I show nothing, send nothing to Georgianne. So, so that's a bold-faced lie, or your name ain't one of those. Either you didn't order, or your name isn't Georgianne, which both of those are bold-faced lies. Ooh, budget Mrs. Planner. I'm here for that, Tasha.
Yes.
Oh, y'all making planners too? We got some tricks, and because we kind of align in all of, not only do we align in like our budgeting and all of that, but we also are super aligned in our goals. And it would also, for me, to be honest, for me, it would be weird not to collab on certain projects, because literally I'll bring up an idea and Michelle will have already had that idea, or vice versa. So I'm like, well, we might as well do this together, because together we have a decent audience. We pretty much have the same audience, I mean, basically. So anyway.
But it's really cool, like for me, and I don't know about how y'all feel, but I love being able to connect with somebody, and I connect with Shay. So when you find people that you can connect with, it just works. Like you just click. Like if y'all don't ever see me put out anything else, I might be behind the scenes like helping Shay or something. Like I might just make that my life. But that's usually me. So I just appreciate it. Like y'all see this and y'all see us, and it's genuine and it's real. Like I definitely just genuinely love this girl. So
I concur, because it's just easy. It's just doesn't take a lot of work. I like those types of relationships that are just easy. I don't have to like do any type of extra stuff. It's just like on one accord, and I'm so thankful for it. And so, like I said, we do have some things popping for 2019. We just have to get organized. I'm thankful for us being planners, because I feel like none of this would ever get done if we were not. So we're going to come through dripping in 2019, and we have some stuff that we would like to get accomplished, both separately and both together. But y'all know, like, I'm on Etsy and thriving mainly due to E.Michelle, because we've had many a conversation about how the heck to make stickers, and it is pretty easy to design, but like to create them and like get all of like the machine itself is just a little difficult. But yeah, we're here and we're thriving, and I promise you supporting her is supporting me and vice versa. I promise you.
Yes.
So
it's one the same.
I'll take a back seat to anything, and I'm just gonna beg for whatever she has anyway. So it's gonna come right back to me either way. So that's how I feel about that. Okay, so oh Juicy, oh Jewel, who's that? Terica, oh Jewel, oh.
Terica's my sister. Hi, sissy.
Is Mr. Budget commenting at you? What you mean?
As you. Yeah, because it's like we don't see you typing, but your name be popping up over here in the side.
I do it. I just do it secretly. No, he's playing the game. He ain't thinking about us. No, I'll do it like real sneaky, like while she's talking. I think you'll be paying attention to her, and I'll just type it in, and then that'll be that.
You just move so fast.
Yeah, I'm like a thief in the night or whatever. I'm quick. He's laughing. I'm quick with it. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going on the mentor group college tour thing. I have to be up at 6:30. I'm dead tired, and I just want to go to sleep for like 2 days because I've been up all night. I feel like, well, not all night, but longer than what I would have doing Etsy stuff, and I just really want to sleep in tomorrow, but I have to be up at 6:30 a.m. But yeah, so anyway, all right. I'm like, let me read these last few.
I think that's it. They just over there like commenting.
Just random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They on Mr. Budget. Shay, will you be using a separate planner for your new business? Oh, that's cute, Tia. But I don't use the term bae. I mean, I could do it for other people. A bae payday. That's cute.
That'd be real cute.
That's cute. Hopefully Michelle will probably buy him.
You know I will.
Separate planner for your new business. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm only a couple days in the game. Okay. That's it. That's pretty much it. I'll see y'all there line. Shay just hit us with an I'll see y'all there line. I don't know. Okay. We're ready. We're finished.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to the Budget Misses. I know this is like extremely long. If you made it all the way through, you the real MVP. I thank you. Shay thanks you. And we love you guys. And we'll catch you guys on November the 30th, same time. Maybe Shay will do it on her channel this time.
I don't know how.
I know.
What's the problem? I don't know how. You have to do a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't know how.
Oh my gosh. Anywho, just check on your Instagrams and all that stuff so we'll know. And we will catch you guys in the next one. And everybody say it with me. KK, bye. Bye, guys.